What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Nonsensical Nonsense. I'm Glick, your host, as always. Whew, it's Monday. It is definitely a Monday, that is for sure. You have to excuse me, I gotta go a little old school with the actual headphones tonight. But hopefully you guys had a good Monday, you had a good weekend. Happy belated Easter, everybody. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, download the Haps app. Join us here live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday nights. Download the app, give us a follow, you'll get the notification. You can come and hang out in the chatters box with us and shoot the shit. And if you don't want to do that, feel free to listen to every single episode whenever you want at your leisure on Spotify and everywhere you get podcasts and jollies. Your podcast and jollies from. Yes, there it is. You can also check out our merch link if you'd like at teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. And always, as always, you can email us if you'd like to get into the chatters box starting 5. Email us about whatever you want at nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com. We do have a website as well, but you only get there by special invitation because Jeff's a little special. What's going on, Tony D?
What's up, man? What's happening? How you doing? Long ass day for me too. Long ass day.
Hey, I feel you, man, dude. It was
Long ass day.
It wasn't even so much that it was just a long ass day. It's cold up here again. It's been raining all day. Like literally, it's fucking 40 degrees. We have potential for snow tonight.
What's up, Debbie?
Hey, Debbie. So it's like one of those just cold, gray, rainy days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I had just silly shit at work I had to do today. I had to finish some PMs, and as we've discussed, and Tony, you feel my pain because we're about the same size. There are some areas that gentlemen our size are not meant to be crawling around and monkeying around and ducking and weaving and anything else. Well, the PMs that I was doing, preventative maintenance stuff on some of these heaters and fans and stuff, I had to crawl in between hot water and cold water lines, and I can't tell you how many times I hit my head today, jarred my neck, like you're walking and you think you get low enough and you hit the top of your head and it just jars your neck down into your shoulders. I was cussing up a storm. And then stupid people, obviously they don't take a break on Monday, they're still there. So I had a couple stupid work orders I had to go take care of.
Exactly. My ass got up late. Had to go take a test. Didn't work. Then go try and run some papers around town. I literally got home about 30 minutes ago.
Damn.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got home. Well, I went to the gym. I'm going to try to get back into my routine of going to the gym because I fell out of it. So I'm going to try to get back into that routine of going to the gym after work. I thought this jackass said he wasn't coming in tonight.
Yeah, he made it. That fucker made it. That fucker made it. Look
I made it all right, just barely.
The guy literally talks on his phone all day, and you'd swear he was out there like carrying 300 pounds of bricks for 14 hours a day.
Fuck you. It's the mental stress of my job that drives me nuts.
It's the shit you talk.
I know, the mental stress must really get to you when you're sending all those TikTok videos and making TikTok videos. It must really get to you.
No, it's
Which TikTok do I make today? Which one do I send the guy? Have I sent the guys this one yet? I don't know. Oh,
I,
fuck it, it's
We
funny.
didn't get it today.
I've been like you were saying earlier. I had you guys on Facebook. I was listening, and I was like, you know what? Monday is. I should have
It,
stayed
it, wa-
in bed today.
yeah, it was just, it wasn't a bad day. Like, all in all, it really wasn't a bad day.
It just
Uh,
everything piled on top of one another.
I mean, other than the fact that, you know, hey, what's going on, Sadie's?
Sadie, how
Other
you
than the
doing?
fact that I, got to spend the weekend with Jody, and I wish I was coming home to her and not to this apartment, but,
Understood
but,
that.
but, no, like, it wasn't a bad day. It was just like, it was just, it just had that, like, like, I just couldn't wake, I was like, I couldn't get awake enough, and it was just dragging and dragging. So,
Well, my list of clients is up to 241 this week, and I didn't even get to it until 2 o'clock. I started at 8:30.
that's it, only 241.
Fuck you! You try to call 241 people and find out what's wrong with the account.
Hang up on your ass.
I just have to worry about a 400,000 square foot building with several thousand people that go into it a day. I mean, it's nothing that major.
I gotta worry about that
Shit,
shit.
I can do with my eyes closed, comparatively speaking.
Yeah,
I've been there.
okay.
I've been there. I've done what you do.
Don't do it with your eyes
I
closed because, like
guar-
me today,
no.
you will smack your head a lot.
No, I've been as Tony. I think you've been on both sides of the aisle, of blue collar and white collar, correct?
Yeah. More
I've done
blue.
both. I've done both, and
More blue.
I get the computer work because, like I said, there's a lot of computer work behind the scenes that I do for the show and stuff like that. And so
It's
I'm just
little
not
shit that trips you
and,
up.
and yeah, and when I worked security, when I was working for Abercrombie, most of my day was spent on the computer.
Yeah.
And it was just like my head. Just your eyes get heavy and shit. You're trying to find stuff to distract
It's not
you.
even about that. The problem is like I was told today, if you need to take a break, I'm like, who's got fucking time for a break?
Yeah,
You
but
do.
you always
I'm
got
taking it
time for a
right
break.
now. I jumped up on here to take a break.
You
because
always have time for a
my
break.
head
That's one thing you
knows.
have to
You're killing
understand.
yourself on purpose. I done
Yes,
told you about that shit.
yes.
You don't
You
fucking
always,
sleep. You're dealing with the kids, and you're trying to work with the wife going. That's the
Shut up,
fucking
Tony.
problem.
Nobody asked you.
you always have
I
time
came
for
here
a
for
break.
support, not complaints, Tony. Damn
I'm
it.
not complaining. I've been supporting you for 2 months. Fucking listen to me.
You always have time for a break, Jeff. Trust me, because I was the same way when I lived in Charleston. I was working 80 hours a week because of the money I was making. But at the same time, I was killing myself. So when I came home, I said, I'm never doing that shit again.
Yeah,
I
it's
have to
been
take time.
until the
It depends on the
16th.
money. If you get the money, you're going to do it, and it'll wear you out after about a year
Yeah.
because you got the ambition because of the money. Your economics is going to push you for a year, especially if you're in debt and if you want to get some shit
Well,
done.
that's
You're
the
gonna
thing.
pay too
I'm
much
not
for
in
it.
debt. I'm not in debt at all.
I know you ain't in debt. That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
if you don't count the house, which I don't. But it's like the money's so good, I can't walk away.
No, I fully understand that. But if they told you to take a break, damn it, take a break.
That's what I'm doing right now.
This is not a break, motherfucker. You still doing shit. You know what a
No,
break
no, no,
is?
no.
Go to sleep. I bet you don't go to
Fuck
sleep.
you.
Go
No.
masturbate.
Sleep is for losers.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
sleep when I'm dead.
When your ass
Take
go
a break.
home,
Go.
see how much you
I will
lost,
Sam
motherfucker.
Elliott this shit all day long. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
She's on
Jesus
vacation.
fucking Christ.
How much longer she's got? She's got what? Another 2 weeks, 3 weeks before she comes home.
She just landed. She just got off the train in Germany this morning. Well, last night. Look, this morning. I don't fucking know time change and all that shit. Because she's like 7 or 8 hours ahead of me. We were chatting while she was on the train, laughing and joking. She made a joke that had me fucking steaming, boys. Let me tell you.
Of course you
She
miss her.
says, "Hey."
Of course you miss her.
She pulled a joke on me. She goes, "Hey, what would you say if I wanted to extend it another month?" I was like, "What are you fucking kidding me?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "God damn, that shit ain't funny. God damn, fuck! I'll jump off a cliff."
You gotta learn how to deal with the family, cuz. I understand.
No, the kids are fine. I'm fine. It's just every once in a while, shit just all piles on at once, and it's just like
Yes.
I become the Incredible Hulk, and
Yes.
not in a good way. Like this morning, first thing I do when I open up my computer on Monday morning is check my emails, because you don't want to look like an idiot calling somebody like, oh, I already sent you. So, and things got lost, and things were sent out that weren't supposed to be sent out, and I've been putting out those fires. I put those fires for almost 4 hours today. And on top of that, we had our meeting that goes about an hour, so that's time. It's not wasted because the boss does hear it, and he can hear our complaints and our what we think we can do to fix said problems. But oh my god!
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've been saying, I'm talking with my coworkers throughout the day, the ones that work on the same accounts as I do, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take a break here in a little bit, and this is the first time I've done it, so I'm like, it's 5 o'clock, I'm gonna take a break, when I'm done here, I have like 45, 50, 60 more emails to send, and each one of them's different.
Emails ain't bad. I got about 16,000 to clean up.
Well, it's like each one has to be,
Specific.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got you. Yeah, I already
And
know what you're talking. I know what you're saying.
yeah, and it's it's not like it's not like something I can just shoot out there and pre-typed, and I have to actually forge them to what I want. So each email takes me about 15 minutes.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, but when you multiply by, I think, 82,
That's bad.
that adds up. I think I'm at 79. I think I'm at 79 more to go. 77. No, I'm at 70. I'm at 70 more to go.
That's bad. That's bad.
Plus, we just killed off a whole bunch of counts, and I was somewhat promoted
Congratulations.
to well, it's no pay grade, no pay
Sorry.
grade. It's one of those things. To help me. One of the new doc collectors is working with me, so
Yes.
I'm still training her and all that, but it's fun.
Some good shit.
And people are sick, so
You can
as
take the load on.
well, what makes it funny, I'm not the guy that you want fixing everybody's shit.
Apparently you fucking are.
Apparently I am.
Apparently
I
you
don't have that
fucking
kind
are.
of confidence in myself, but apparently everybody else does. So I'm like,
I mean, shit.
yeah, here's what I would do. Which is all I do is like if I get called with a question, okay, here's what I would do in that same situation.
What's up, Roger? How you doing? Cam, what's going
What's up,
on?
Roger?
Yeah, she's out of town forever. This motherfucker gave her a break from family.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take one too. When she gets back, I'm gonna just lock myself in my office and work my ass off.
What's going on, Roger?
Not a fucking.
Welcome, Cheddar's Box. How y'all doing?
So have you jokers? Well, I know Jeff hasn't. I missed the USFL. I'm seeing a lot
Well,
of jokers.
that's exactly what I was getting. I was waiting on Jeff to take his 20 minutes to talk about his job like he does every episode. They say that for your new podcast, the Jeff and Si's Bogus Adventure. What's most excellent?
Podcast.
Most excellent, whatever. Yeah, save that for that.
Well, that's
I
another thing. I
actually-
gotta figure out time to do that.
Well, the moment it starts interfering with this, I'm going to kick your ass.
No, it won't, because the beauty of it is we're not gonna do it live, so we're not
Yeah.
gonna have a set schedule. So when we have time, we're only gonna keep it to an hour.
Yeah.
So we can record on a Monday, we can record on a Wednesday, Thursday, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then it's just edit. It won't even have to be edited, just posted.
Yeah, but no, I wasn't sure if Jeff was going to be here or not today. So Tony, I planned on talking about this was opening weekend for the USFL, United States Football League. It's professional football.
Thank you for clarifying, because I didn't know what that meant.
It basically has all the same rules as the NFL. You get 15-minute halftime, whatever. You can, after you score a touchdown, you can go for three. I think because when you score a touchdown, you
Now,
can.
is this
You can
anything like the indoor?
no,
No.
this is on a. This
No.
is they actually play. Uh, every game this season will be
I'll be
played in
back.
Birmingham. Will be played in Birmingham, in Alabama, at UAB, University Atlantic Birmingham. Is that the name of the college?
University of Alabama, Birmingham, but they play in the
Yeah,
Legion Field, which is in Birmingham, I think.
they play at the UAB stadium.
Is it the UAB Stadium or is it Legion Field? And
I
I'm
thought it was
asking.
UAB stadium
Let me see what we got here.
because they had all the UAB logos and everything like that. But the cool thing about it, if you're down in the area or if you're planning on going down to Alabama while this is going on, tickets are only $10 for adults and kids are free. So
Welcome,
he
Jeff.
lives on the dangerous is his middle name. But yeah, so like after you score a touchdown, you can go for a two
Don't need a
point
mess in the
conversion from the
process.
two.
Go to hell.
And then you can kick the extra point, whatever. But if you decide to go for three, I think if you go from the 10. If you get the 2 point conversion, then you can kick the extra point field goal. So ultimately, you can go for 3 points. But all the rules are pretty much the same. I did watch a good chunk of the games this weekend. Saturday, I was actually watching the New Jersey Generals and Birmingham Stallions before we started the podcast. There's a lot of cool features with it. I like it. They have coaches and several players all mic'd up. They're not all. There are some ex NFL players. There's college guys who didn't make it into the league, but this is a stepping stone for them to hopefully get to the league or back into the league. Um, but it was fun to watch.
You said they're playing every game in Birmingham?
Every game is in
There are
Birmingham.
19 teams. How the hell are they going to do that?
There's 8 teams.
19.
No,
I'm
there's
looking at
8.
it right now.
There's 8 teams. You got the Houston Gamblers, the Michigan Panthers, the Birmingham Stallions, New Jersey Generals, New Orleans Breakers, Philadelphia Stars, Pittsburgh Maulers, and the Tampa Bay Bandits.
I see Pittsburgh Maulers, New Jersey Generals, Michigan Panthers, Houston Gamblers, Philadelphia Stars, Birmingham Stallions, New Orleans Breakers, Tampa Bay Bandits, Portland Breakers, Philadelphia Baltimore's. Philadelphia Baltimore's got the same.
Now you have to remember, back in the '80s, the USFL was around.
And that's what
So you're looking at the original
I'm pulling up right now.
because I seen that too one time when I was looking it up because I was trying to decide who my team was going to be because I wanted to pick a team and root for a team.
The closest one, Birmingham for me.
Yeah, so I'm kind of leaning towards Michigan and or Tampa Bay, just because Tampa Bay's become kind of like a second home to me with all my friends and stuff that I have down there.
Right.
So I'm already rooting for like the Bucks and the Lightning and shit like that as it is.
They're going to be on Peacock, Fubo.
Yeah, Fox Sports has them,
Yes. Jeepers Creepers 3 days ago. How many teams we got?
but Michigan's head coach is Randy Fisher, which you may know him from Tennessee. He was a coach for years in Tennessee. Well, he was with the Houston Oilers, and then he went to Tennessee. He was with the Rams before the Rams went to L.A.
I see Moose Johnson is the vice president of football operations.
Yeah, the main officiating guy from the NFL, the guy they always talk to, what's his name, Mike Pirelli or Perot or whatever. He's like the top officiating guy and does some other stuff with the league. He's like one of the top. But it was fun to watch. There was 3 games that unfortunately the Tampa Bay Pittsburgh game got postponed to today because of weather down there.
Right? Because of the weather.
Yeah. But like I said, they have several players mic'd up. So you hear the players on the field, you hear the coaches on the field. The coaches are mic'd up. You get inside the huddle. They get cameras that go right inside the huddle with them. The officiating crew, when they do replays, man, they pull up this split screen that has about 15 different camera screens, and you can see everything on the field when they're doing a review.
You said it. The entire game is going to be, the entire season is going to be in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Either at Protective Stadium or Legion Field. So Protective Stadium must be the UAB campus.
Yeah, I think they're using both because I know when I was watching the Jersey, the Generals and Stallions game, which was on Saturday night, the very first game, they were at the stadium and you seen all the UAB banners and stuff like that around.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
was like, oh, Birmingham's out. And at first I was like, oh, Birmingham's at home. This is where they're going to play because I was wondering where Birmingham would play. You know, obviously I was thinking Tampa would play at Raymond James. New Orleans would play at the Dome.
Yes.
You know, Jersey would play where the Jet was at MetLife.
Because every time there's an expansion football team or league, they one of the first cities to grab a team. Birmingham was quick to grab a team.
Yeah. So it was fun to watch, and it wasn't the silly shit of the Arena League, which I like Arena League, and it wasn't the silly shit of the XFL. It's real football.
XFL was all right. I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, the XFL was all right. It was just they tried to do too much.
Football.
Yeah, they tried to do too much extra bullshit.
Too much football because it came right to the regular season. I'm like, okay, this is a lot of fucking football.
Yeah, but
to watch. So USFL,
there are some minor rule changes, like if they throw a flag on a personal foul, it can be reviewed. It can be reviewed. So like
they reviewed everything, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. So, like, for instance, they actually reviewed one. There was the first one that was called that was in the Birmingham, New Jersey game. The quarterback took off with the ball. There was some question if he was giving himself up when the guy hit him, so they threw the flag. Well, they reviewed it right off the bat. No questions. They just went in to review it. Came back. Obviously, the quarterback was sliding and the guy hit him, so the flag stood.
Yeah.
But they got fucking cameras on drones. So, like, when they do the kickoff, the drone follows the football all the way.
Crazy.
That is so cool. Also, one thing that I noticed that I seen yesterday when I was watching the game, they have helmet cams on the running backs. So, Michigan's running back was running, and the commentators, they got NFL guys that are commentating the game and stuff, and they're like, if you've ever wanted to see what it was like to be a running back and to blow it off or a defensive lineup or break tackles or whatever, watch. And they showed the replay from his helmet camera, and it was intense. It was crazy. So there's some cool things. There's some cool features. I'm excited for it personally. I've been looking forward to it. I've been doing the research and learning about the teams, and there's a lot of Vince Papale. Remember from Invincible and Philadelphia Eagles?
Okay.
His son plays for the Tampa Bay team, the Tampa Bay Bandits. He's a wide receiver.
That's what's up.
And it was crazy because Saturday before the first game, they were doing like a behind the scenes and they were showing all the players because when they first did everything, they had all the players at the same hotel. And, they had their conference, and that's where they were living at for basically until the season started. And
Fox Sports is the owner. Brian Woods is the president. I'm trying to answer Roger Simmons' question. Sorry about that. What the hell?
National Spring Football League Enterprises, LLC, Fox Sports. There's 8 teams. The headquarters is in Birmingham, Protective Stadium, and Legion Field. So you'll be able to watch it on Fox, FS1, NBC, Peacock, USA networks.
Yeah, they was on the regular channels yesterday. So UAB Blazers, that's who they are. I forgot that.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, if you look back in the day, and there was a lot of guys that played in the original USFL. Warren Mood played there before he got into the NFL. A lot of guys came through that played. So it went from 82 to 86 originally. They had 18 teams back then.
Because they had the USFL back then. They also had the NFL Europe in the 80s. Mm-hmm. That didn't go too well. They was trying, boy.
And back in the 80s, it was the majority of was Donald Trump owned it.
Yeah, he owned a piece of it. He was trying to get a piece of the Bills. They didn't do it, so he made his own thing.
So, yeah, I mean, like Herschel Walker, Doug Flutie, Reggie White.
Yeah.
Jim Kelly, Steve Young.
Damn, a bunch of them.
Yeah. And, I mean, a lot of guys. Brian Sipe, quarterback from the Browns, played there. Joe Cribbs, Gary Barbaro. Sorry.
Barber.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of big name players that went through the original USFL, and that's what they said. You know that when they were showing the behind the scenes stuff, it was a really cool segment. I really enjoyed it. I was looking forward to it because out of all the different leagues, you get Arena and XFL and this, that, and the other thing, CFL, you know, the Canadian football. This was one that they tried to keep as true as possible to the NFL, and I was looking forward to it. Plus, as you know, like it was Easter Sunday. You don't get to watch football on Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday, I was watching football and real football.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was cool. It was. I'm looking forward to watching the season progress. Like I said, um, I I'm trying to pick a team. I'm trying to find a team. Like I said, I'm leaning more Michigan, Tampa Bay. I'll probably wind up just rooting for Michigan just because they're right there. And their the number one overall draft pick was Shea Patterson. He's a quarterback that played for the Wolverines last not last year but the year before he graduated. So
Should have got Colin Kaepernick. They'd have brought all their money back.
not even the USFL wanted Colin Kaepernick anywhere near that.
They wasn't going to pay
He,
him. That man
he's a
was
cancer. He wants too much money and he's a fucking garbage quarterback.
I'm going to say garbage.
He's garbage. He had 2 good seasons, if that. He's garbage.
Yeah, he did. He did start
Yeah.
a decent. Yes, 4-13.
And I mean, aside from his political views or anything like that, you know, put that distraction on the back burner. Put the fact that he's not good.
No, he was fine.
Originally, yeah, his first 2 years, and after that, he was trash.
He was fine. They said he could still play. Like
I don't
T.O.
think he can.
I think it's over now.
Hmm.
I truly think it's over now. That's too many years. Even T.O. talking about he want to come back. Man,
T.O. needs to stop. He's just talking out of his ass at this point. He's just being T.O.
exactly.
He's just being T.O. Hey, everybody look at me. Hey. You're not looking at me. Here I am. I'm
Yep.
T.O., remember? I can go back and play. Shut up. You
Let
get
me
fucking...
I can play flag football. No.
Yeah. You're going to get blown up one time by one of these fucking tight ends, and you're going to be done.
One of them young boys.
Uh-huh. But I tell you what, I mean, there's Michigan, their quarterbacks, they got Shea Patterson, he's 6'5", and then they got this other kid, I can't remember his name, and they were kind of switching him in and out. He was actually drafted by the Broncos in 2016 or 17. This motherfucker's like 6'7", 260 pounds. Quarterback. Shea Patterson's like, yeah. Shea Patterson's 6'5", 200 and some odd pounds as a quarterback.
6'7", 260 at quarterback?
Yeah. And he runs like a monster.
Jeez.
Yeah. But there's some big boys in this league. I mean, some of these wide receivers are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", and it's ridiculous. You know.
Trying to see what he got here.
Yeah, what is that? Clout tube. But no, I think it'll be fun to watch. It'll be a good filler for the NFL season. I don't know how many weeks it is.
Nobody's watching baseball, and basketball's a bunch of mess.
I was trying to watch basketball, man. They had me so fucked up and confused with these playing games, like, you know, playing and the Cavs, and that's why I was trying to watch it because the Cavs were in the playing game, and I thought you played one game and you lost, and then you were out. Well, then turned around like 2 days later, they were still playing a play-in game against Atlanta, and it was like if they don't make it here, if they don't win, they're out. I'm like, I thought they were out 2 nights ago.
Right.
So what's going on, Coach? So I don't know what's going on in the NBA anymore. It is what it is. I'm excited for my Cavs. They had a good season.
Kyrie and Kevin Durant are doing good. Atlanta's in the playoffs.
Yeah, Atlanta's in the playoffs. Brooklyn's in the playoffs.
I had them going. The Cavs.
Boston.
Yeah, the Cavs. Yeah, big ups to the Cavs.
They had a good season. I mean, they just didn't pull it out. Didn't make it. They were in the play-in. But you know, it gives you know, me as a fan, I look forward to next year because they have built a pretty impressive team there, and that was something that a lot of the you know, the talking heads that apparently know more than I know about sports said that Cleveland is has built a team quietly, and they've put the East on notice. So
New Orleans has too.
yeah, New Orleans has, and I
Throw
and
that
I
out
think
there. New
and
Orleans
I
has
think
a nice little junior squad. I'm seeing them.
yeah, and even Brooklyn is putting a team together, but they're not doing it quietly because you got some big
Well,
mouths on that
Kyrie's
team.
back. That's why.
Yeah.
Kyrie's back.
So
3 down. 67 more to go.
But yeah, I'm not really getting into baseball yet. You know, the season just started.
Too damn early.
Yeah,
Too damn early. Plain and
still
simple.
got
Do
still
you
got
have any
500
predictions? Do you have any
570.
predictions on who you want to see in the series for baseball?
Coach put us fucked up.
What are we gonna get? Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft are they gonna come to Cleveland? I don't know what the Asian massage parlors are gonna do in Cleveland. Is Robert Kraft buying the Browns?
Sean Watson. Then. Sean Watson. You better stay the hell up out of there.
You know what that motherfucker needs to do? He needs to go to practice and go home. Go to practice and go. If he's hungry, Uber Eats. If you're thirsty, Uber Eats. If you want alcohol,
Bet.
you know you got hanger-oners. Send them to go get you alcohol. Don't leave your fucking house
Bet.
unless you're going to the football field.
They
Yeah,
do, but
exactly.
it's early.
Do a Jeff. Do a Jeff.
Yes.
Keep your little happy
Did the
ass at
same
home.
thing last year. It's early. The Mets look good, but it's too early.
Yeah, it's way too early to start saying teams look good or not.
No, but I mean, like, who would you say you want to see in the series?
The Reds.
And do they
The
have a
Mets.
shot?
The Mets.
Do they have a shot?
The Reds and the Mets. Who do you think we want in this series?
No, okay, but do they have a shot?
Probably
Right now,
not.
it's too damn early.
Yeah, dude. They play what 100 and some odd games?
60 games.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
They only on game
That's why I'm
10.
asking you.
Yeah, they're only on. Yeah, I think they may have played 10 games so far. So yeah, it's way too early to make. You know, if you want a prediction, turn on ESPN when they're talking baseball, and they'll give you all the analysis and predictions in the world. Real sports fans will go, "It's too fucking early, you jerk offs." Guys who actually know will say it's too early.
Damn.
The Reds always do pretty well. I mean, they're not a terrible team. They usually just miss the playoffs. So
Now, okay, here's my question, and it's going to sound fucking stupid, but you got to remember, when it comes to sports, I know shit.
well, we also know who the source. Stupid
Yeah,
question
exactly.
generally comes from Jeff.
Yeah, well, especially about
There's no
sports.
such thing as stupid questions, just stupid people.
Bullshit. It's just stupid people, exactly. So when it comes to Reds and the Mets, and I still don't understand this, and it's probably been explained to me probably 50 times. When it comes to the series, end of the year, World Series, all that fun shit, are they? I don't know if they're in the same league or is it possible those two could meet up in the series?
The playoffs.
Yeah, in the playoffs.
They're both National League, so they're both same conference.
Okay,
Now-
see, that's what I don't understand. I can't
Now,
keep up with that shit.
the Reds and Indians, Cleveland and Cincinnati, could play each other in the World Series
Okay.
because the
Well, it's not the Indians anymore. Careful.
I'm sorry, the Cleveland Guardians. They're an
Thank you.
American League team. Hey, man, your Mets are in first place, Tony.
Two.
Yeah,
damn
after 10
early.
games.
My Reds are in dead ass last. They're 2-8.
I am a true Mets fan. Let me
Now
be-
is this
Too
full
fucking early.
season or this like preseason still?
This is full season.
Okay.
Yeah, the season
Because I
started.
know we talked a while back about preseason doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah, no, the season started. What 2 weeks ago?
I'll put it to this.
Three,
Playoffs.
2, 3.
Playoffs is pretty much October.
Yeah.
Next October, I'll ask you the same question. So.
Well, you can ask us. You can ask us in like August, and we'll have a better idea.
Okay.
And it's still
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say. There's a point of reference for you. Baseball starts in April, and the playoffs don't start until October.
October.
You
Needless
got
to
May,
say-
April,
needless to
May,
say,
June,
baseball
July,
team-
August, September. 6 months.
Yeah, I just
of
did that
baseball.
math. I'm sitting there
Yeah.
going,
Needless to say,
Fuck me.
as a baseball fan, we're going back to sleep.
Yeah, right.
well, this is my problem I have with something like baseball. I love to play baseball,
Me too.
but watching it, fuck, I'd rather eat dirt.
Well, what I was telling Jody and Tony, I don't know, and
And
Coachy,
watching it on TV, I'd rather eat dirt. If
Coachy,
I'm there,
John, or any
I'm
of you
in.
guys, if you're baseball fans, Tony, I don't know if you might feel the same way. You know how I like to catch the games. It's very relaxing. Give me a 6 pack of beer, sit on the
Nice
back
and heavy.
porch, and put the radio on.
Fucking A.
I will listen to an entire 9 inning game of
Old
baseball on the
school.
radio
Old school.
1940s
and sit
football.
there and drink beer on the back porch and listen to every pitch,
You need
every
you
swing.
need to get one of those old wooden radios that has the bulbs that need to heat up before you can actually use them. You need to get one of them bitches.
Jeff.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's right. You got that big ass fuck off
Yeah, well,
thing.
I got that
Pop
right there
shit
too.
out.
I got that
Yeah.
right there. That's it. But I've also got. Oh,
Get you a rocking chair.
I know what else you got.
Ooh.
I know what else you got too.
I got my ghost back there.
Yeah, I see the ghost. Yeah.
I also got my zombie apocalypse weapons cache above the door, around the door.
What you need to go is go get
You know what, Jeff? I
Ghostbuster
didn't even
trap.
think. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I wonder if I can pull up a Reds game on that fucking old ass record player
I
console.
don't see why not.
Oh,
I bet
yes.
it's got a radio built in,
Oh yeah. It's got
and you probably have to switch it to AM
yeah,
radio.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Because I
definitely.
bet you, because AM is like,
Dude,
you won't
that
find
radio,
shit
that
else.
radio is from the '70s. You know how cool that's
yeah.
going to sound on those speakers, and everything
Exactly,
on it's
that's
all
what I'm talking
original.
about.
It's going to
That's what I'm
sound.
talking
Oh,
about.
dude, I can't believe I never thought about that before.
Yeah,
Especially being back home in Ohio.
See, I contribute.
I might have a hard time doing it up here, but there might come a day down the road.
Well, no,
you know,
I mean you could probably
that
extend the antenna.
that I
on
live
it.
down in that area, that I can pick up the games relatively easy.
Yeah, you just get some wire and make your antenna bigger.
I do have a metal coat hanger just in case.
Always.
No. Go get you some speaker wire, plug it into where the
Jeff.
antenna is, and ride that up the fucking wall. I know what you meant. I got it. I got the reference.
But no, it actually. Well, I was gonna say the stereo part actually has a built-in antenna. It's actually pretty solid because when I first bought that thing, I was picking up a lot of radio stations, a lot of random ass radio stations down in Charleston.
Well, I don't know if you remember, and I don't even know if it's still a thing. I'm sure it is, but 99.7 The Blitz
Yeah,
out
of course,
Columbus.
yeah.
In Mansfield, you couldn't pick up safe unless you used
Oh,
your
you
car
can now.
as an antenna.
I was gonna say
And
you
I'm
can't
sure
now.
now. I'm sure now. Well, you're farther away, right?
Oh, from no, yeah, about
Yeah, so
I'm
you're
about
clo-
yeah. I'm about
Yeah, you're
45.
closer.
I'm about 45 minutes from there, so I'm a little bit closer.
Yeah, and I was an
because-
hour. So yeah, it was harder for me to get it.
What's
Not to
going on,
mention
Jack?
I was in a fucking valley.
Jay, what up?
So
Back.
so I know when it came to
Goddamn.
radio back in the day, that was the shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I remember back in the day. Here, like even back home, we could pick up T100, which was the radio station or the country radio station. It's here in Newark, and then there's
Yeah.
a couple radio stations in Mount Vernon. Remember that one radio station in Mount Vernon, up by where the Walmart is? It was like a little tiny radio station.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
a small
changed.
building.
It changed formats like every
Don't-
every 6 months.
You ever seen the movie UHF? Weird Al
I didn't
Yankovic?
watch it on purpose.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody watched it on
It
purpose.
looked like
but you
that
see
building. It looked like that building.
It really did.
That's the building
But it was
that
a-
radio station that he's talking about looked like.
Jesus.
It was an
Christ.
It's like
FM
a
radio
big concrete
station.
building with a big antenna. That was it.
Yeah. It was an FM station, and they changed their format like every 6 months. So you never knew what you were gonna hear from them.
Exactly.
But and then we could, and for
They were
whatever
oldies for a
reason,
short
WNCI 97.9 has always had the strongest fucking signal in all of Ohio. I can pick up WNCI almost to Cincinnati and almost to Cleveland, and it's out of Columbus.
Well, I remember in Mansfield there was Y105,
Yeah.
105.3 or some shit like that.
Well,
And,
Newark has.
I've won 3 separate comedy shows and concerts with them.
Newark has. They had T100. They had a couple AM stations, but they had T100, which has always been and always will be the country station. Shortly before we left, they had 101.7, which was like oldie. I don't know. My buddy Kevin and I used to joke all the time, be like 101.7. Okay, all day.
All the time.
because the music was just so bad on there. But now they've got 104.7, which was a new one when I came home, and it's funny because when you listen to it, it's called the big lick, but when they do, and it's oldies rock, it's oldies rock, but it's like Pearl Jam, and the rock that we grew up on that should not be oldies yet.
They call that oldies. Fuck, that makes me
Yeah,
feel
corn and stuff like that. So,
now.
but when they do their radio,
They're
thing,
like,
it's like
it's classic rock. No, motherfucker,
yeah,
it's the
but
90s. Come on.
yeah, but when you listen to the station and they do their call out, they're like 104.7, the big lick, and it sounds like they say the big glick. So when I came home,
And you're like, that's
yeah,
me.
no. Well, when I came home, my buddy Kevin was like, "Go listen to 104.7." I'm like, "Why the fuck? I don't even listen to FM radio anymore." He's like, "Listen to it, and you'll understand why." So I was listening to it one day, and I texted him. I was like, "Son of a bitch!" He's like, "Right?" It's like it sounds like they said "glick."
That's what you want.
You call it in. Why are you using my name?
Hello, my name is
I want
Glick.
my
You
royalties,
must pay me
motherfucker.
$10,000 a month,
Right.
sir.
Well,
it's
you
the
saw
big.
you saw
Glick.
that
Nope, it says Glick.
that movie. What was it?
You should hire me. Put me on the air.
What's that movie? With Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, Daddy's Home or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. Daddy's home because in the second one the dads were Mel Gibson and what's his
John
face
Lithgow.
from John Lithgow.
The thermostat shit cracks me up. No,
I
but,
was just gonna
like,
say
Mark
that was the
Wahlberg's
funniest part in
character.
that whole goddamn
Mark
movie.
Wahlberg character in the first one does an intro for the radio station, and he gets paid like shit tons every time it plays.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, maybe you should get paid, sir,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, it's crazy.
or at least bribe them into promoting the
Baseball
podcast.
is old money. It ain't going nowhere.
It is wild when baseball season picks up how much stronger the AM channels get because like when I was in Charleston and when Atlanta and Cincinnati would have a series against each other, I could listen to every game in
This
Charleston
podcast, Jay.
on on uh, on uh, on my radio out of Atlanta.
Right.
Out of Atlanta.
And the other time, I couldn't pull that station up to save my life.
Right.
Right.
And Atlanta was only like 5 hours away.
I'm not 100% sure how it works, but they add juice to it.
It's
like
probably got a
wattage.
booster or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlanta's only 5 hours from you?
Yeah, like 5-6 hours from me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I could get to Tampa Bay in 6 hours.
Speeding?
From
No.
Charleston to
Out of here.
from Charleston to Tampa.
What you meant from
No.
Ohio? I was about to say,
No.
not
Atlanta's
from
like
Ohio.
Atlanta's like 10, 11 hours from me.
You're literally 8 hours from me. I just looked at the map right now to see where Newark was. So you're about 8 hours from me. So Atlanta's about 6.
Yeah.
Right.
From here to Tampa, it's about 16 hours. 15 hours, something like that.
I was just looking at
It's 12 hours from Charleston to.
It's 14 for you, yeah. 14, 15 hours.
It's 12 hours from Charleston to here.
Once you
It
get
says-
past Atlanta, it's a straight shot. And
I don't go through Atlanta. I don't go through Atlanta.
And 75 south after Atlanta.
Nope. I don't go. I go down.
South after me. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
Indoors.
I don't go through Atlanta for nothing. When I worked for Orchid, our home office was in Atlanta, and I don't go to Atlanta for nothing. You can't pay me enough to go to Atlanta.
I go through
Oh my God! Speaking of,
And it's nothing to do with Atlanta because I like Atlanta. I think it's a cool
Fucking
city.
traffic.
It's a goddamn traffic,
traffic's a bitch.
man.
Ridiculous.
I want a big fuck off truck, as Jeff would say, with a fucking snowplow on the front of it that's pointed like this,
Start
so I can
shoving.
just.
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
The
you
main
would like
reason to
Atlanta.
buy a dually diesel.
Who? Tony don't like black people?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I like Atlanta. I think Atlanta's a really cool city. I've been
DC
there a few
traffic is
times.
just as bad, and Orlando traffic is just as bad too.
DC's
Orlando
fun.
traffic fucking sucks.
Yes, it
DC traffic is probably the worst traffic I've ever been in my entire
I'd
life.
rather shoot myself
sir.
than drive through DC.
And
You haven't done New York traffic.
I've done New York traffic, and
That's
I would
the
much
bullshit.
rather
That's
do
the
New York.
New
I would
York
much rather
traffic
do
is
New York.
bullshit. I'll tell everybody up there. They all know it. New York
I
traffic.
would much rather do New York than DC because I had to go do DC traffic. It wasn't even a fucking rush hour. Well, it shouldn't have been rush hour. And I was
that's
moving
fine.
a guy. I was moving a guy. Yeah, I was moving a guy from Columbus. He was moving to Arlington, but we had to go through DC to get to where his apartment was.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly where you went. Yeah. Yeah,
Man,
Arlington is no joke. That's the center of all that shit.
yeah.
Yep.
Some areas of Charlotte traffic
Man,
sucks too.
Charlotte, if they still do, I think the construction's finally finished on 85, which took 20 years. But Charlotte, you can get caught this shit too. That's true. Yeah, I used to go through Charlotte in
Charlotte,
the
hey,
80s. Jesus Christ.
Charleston traffic is king. You want to talk about 20 years of traffic or of construction? They've been working on 71 South out here in Columbus since I was in fucking high school. They're still working on that bitch. The same fucking
That's some
project.
government contract, man.
You gonna get your ass blocked, motherfucker. Keep playing, because I didn't say it. I'm not backing you up on that
What?
one.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not backing you up on that one. They're not gonna take
Yeah,
you down on
I'm
that shit.
out, dude.
Uh,
I'm out,
uh,
Jay.
Jay, I want you to do a little history lesson and go look up the history of your people and look up the history of my people. Keep talking, stupid.
Quickly.
Don't play that game. You know better.
Yeah, that shit's Saturday Night Live. Keep it up.
Leave the race shit out of here.
Oh my God. There's plenty in here. I want you to see how quiet.
I don't
it
know.
is.
Have we brought up Elon?
Supposedly, Batman is on HBO Max now.
There's no supposed. I said that
Nice.
this morning. As well as the Forever Purge. I gotta watch that one too.
Oh yeah.
I'm good.
Them Purge movies are fucking weird.
They were
Again,
good. They were
again,
good. They were good.
again, another
lost
movie
track.
series that should have been done after the second one, The Purge. You need to just stop.
no,
Yes,
no,
yes,
no, no,
yes,
no.
yes.
That
They did a
last
fucking
one-
TV
Yeah, you
show.
know they become redundant.
They
did
become
a
good.
TV show.
One in New York was good. That was a good one.
They did a TV show.
That's when they did too much.
That's
They
when
did too
jumped
much
the
after the
shark.
second because it was. I liked the
Let
first two.
society know we're trying to kill you to fuck off.
I liked the first two. I did, but then after that, it was like, all right, I get the point. For 24
Yeah,
hours. Oh no! Wait a minute! It's the Forever Purge. We're always in the purge.
Yeah.
Welcome to 2022, folks.
Jay, no,
There.
no. I've forgotten more movies than you can remember. Don't try me, son.
Shut up, Jay.
I
Trust
got
me.
more DVDs and Blu-rays. than you can
We
count.
are definitely cinephiles in
You got the
this, in this
TV on
podcast.
now.
We could do a movie podcast with ease.
Easy.
That's not even factoring TV shows.
We're not
We
even
just do.
trying.
Yeah.
That's 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at our starting fives. They're always movie or TV. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I noticed
speaking
that
of
the other day.
Speaking of which, I have got a really good starting five. Let me write that down because I want to ask you guys outside of the show.
Let me write it down.
Go.
Well, I'm going to ask you guys outside of the show.
Well, we got 5 other lists we got to do before we get to that one. So go ahead and say it because everybody's going to forget anyway. Half the people up in here.
That
sleep.
reminds me, Tony. You got to send me those other ones.
Well, I think this is going to be a good one, and it's going to be another one of those ones that's gonna kind of put you on the spot.
I sent them to Glick already, so he should have them.
Oh, okay. Send them to me.
This is unbelievable. Send what? I got Sadie's
The
and that was it.
lists. The lists that we haven't done yet.
Oh,
That one day when we
yeah.
sat around on Brian's show and shot out ideas. Tony wrote them all down. Tony and Brian were writing them down, and Chris and I were just sitting there going, "Yeah, okay." So
I was drinking. I don't remember.
because I made the list. As we go through.
yeah, because you were making lists as we were doing it.
I was drinking, so I don't remember.
Did you see who voted for me, Chris?
Are you really going to brag because your mom voted for you?
No, not that one.
I haven't seen anybody
Check
vote for you other than your mom.
Mike voted for me.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. That's right, I did see that.
Yeah, I saw that. And I was like, oh, nice guy.
I did see that. Well, I think my boy's gonna run away with it in the Chatters box this week.
I do too, man.
I see that
DJ's
too.
killing it. He got my vote because he had a couple really good ones.
Well, he got all three of our votes. He got all three of our votes. So.
I forget which was the clincher for it, but I think the clincher for me was Waterboy. I love that fucking movie.
John, I don't really quite know how to answer that question, but my life has not changed at all pre, during, or post.
No, because
In
you were
any way, shape,
driving
or
through during.
I
all
was
the
actually
time.
I was actually driving a truck during the pandemic. I was delivering
Yeah.
auto parts.
Yeah, because that's when you and I started talking again. Was
Yeah.
like midway through, and every time I called you, I was like, "This dude's got a data plan to kill anything."
Right.
Because we'd be on
Steamroll,
the phone for
defer,
2 hours
deflect,
and,
aggravate.
through Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, because I would be driving, dude. Well, we would be on the phone because I'd be driving back from fucking Athens, Ohio, and driving all the way to Mansfield, which is like a fucking 4 hour drive. Because I'm going from the
Yep.
bottom of Ohio almost to the top of Ohio.
Yep. Just over midway.
Yeah, and it was like a 3 hour, 3.5 hour drive, 4 hour drive,
And
something
we'd
like that. It was
chat the
dumb.
entire time. We'd just sit there and shoot the shit.
So yeah, no, I can't really answer that because my life has not changed in any way, shape, and or form. When the pandemic first
Mine,
hit, I was at Abercrombie, and I was at Abercrombie for a couple months after the. So I was still working because we were. Abercrombie was considered essential,
Yeah.
but
I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it.
be amazed what considered
no,
essential.
trust me. There was a
I
lot of
have
things that
times where I'm
shocked.
like, really,
There was a lot of things that
really.
shocked me that were essential, and I'm like, really? I mean, I was happy that they made liquor stores essential. That was liquor and
Yeah,
alcohol
well,
sales.
we talked about that too. Jay, last night was
Please,
fine to me. I was fine with
too.
last night. Honestly, I was fine with it. I was fine with it. Just so I
What
didn't
happened?
get cut off. I just sent the list to y'all, the list that we had.
Oh,
Hey, I got it. I just saved it in our group chat,
oh
and I'm
yeah, I
taking a
saw that.
screenshot.
Damn good talk.
Yes.
You know, I'm always open for those conversations. It pissed me off, but it was a great conversation. We were talking about the shooting
Oh,
in Michigan. We got a little heated, but it was
uh,
still cordial.
Are you working from home and stuff, John? Unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of working from home, but no, I'm still working. I'm still driving about the same. I mean, I went on. I think I fucking left the state several times during the pandemic.
They got to stay
for
twice.
me, nothing really changed because I was a stay-at-home dad, except for my wife was home,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I left the state twice for family reunions. That
and
was it.
because there was even
Um,
if she could work, there was nothing for her to do because there was tourists coming in.
And
So
it was funny when I would come back home because as soon as you come back home, like as soon as you cross into the Ohio border, there's like a big billboard sign that said, "If you are traveling and you've been out of state for more than 2 days, you must quarantine yourself for 14 days." And I call my boss and say, "Hey, I'm just coming back from so and so or from wherever. I can't come to work for 14 days." And he'd be like, "If you don't have your ass here tomorrow morning, I'm coming. I am coming. I know where you live." He's like, you,
well,
you can quarantine. He
did you
said,
see
you can
a
quarantine yourself in the fucking truck while you deliver these auto
That's a
parts.
damn shame.
And I was like, I couldn't say anything because I worked by myself. I didn't work with anybody. And I'd back up to the
Yep.
store. And technically, when I got to the stores, they were
Never
supposed
get
to
out of the
come.
truck.
I wasn't supposed to get out of the truck. Now I did because I like getting out and bullshitting with the guys at the stores.
Of course.
But technically, I wasn't supposed to do anything. So they're like, yeah, he's like, yeah, you're quarantined in your fucking truck. Get your ass to work tomorrow, or I'll be there at 6 o'clock and dragging your ass out of bed.
That's
I was like, you know what's gonna happen? You come through my door. He's like, I'm armed too, fucker.
that's right.
He's like, we can have ourselves an old
Well,
fashioned Mexican standoff. Why ain't neither one of us Mexicans though?
why is it gonna be Mexican? Um,
Nice.
uh,
I would love to have a job where I worked from home, but the only downfall is I think I would throw myself out the window by day 3.
I'm about to. I'm about to.
I'm
The
looking
first,
at
I wish I
actually,
could.
believe it or not.
I'm looking at options for something else now. One of my coworkers was talking about a lot of guys found teleworking jobs, and I'm about to start looking at that myself. I'm
Well,
actually.
Yeah.
Tony,
They
we
If
don't
are
I
want
we
could
are
do
looking to
building
hire more.
maintenance from home, that
I
would be
heard
great.
you, but I'm not going to do all them damn phone calls in one day. I'm
Yeah.
done in 6 hours and I'm through. It'd be great to do it. It is an option to me.
The
Just so you
money's
know, I did save that
good.
email. I did save that fucking email, just so you know. But I can't give up my
It's gonna
benefits.
be like a week or two, and
That's the tough
we're
part right there,
gonna
Tony.
Yeah, I can't give up my
we're
benefits
looking
'cause
for
I'm civil
more.
service. Just so you know, if you didn't realize that I'm civil service, I work
No,
depot on
understood.
15s, so I'm pretty good and secured.
Yeah.
But my body's talking. Speaking of which, I need to make a bathroom break. I'll be back.
Tony's fried
No
chicken.
bathroom breaks during the show.
You don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Gross. It's gonna go explode the toilets. You
You
just
need a
hear it
priest?
grunting. I
Do you
need
need
a
a
new
priest?
priest and an old priest.
The power of
So they
Christ
have plenty of
compels
holy
you.
water.
Leave his body, demon. Leave his body right now, demons. You are not welcomed in his body. You do not have permission
I
to be
did
here.
I did see today that the mask mandates on planes and trains and shit was considered unlawful.
Well, they did just extend it for another 15 days, but they are lifting it.
They according to a Florida judge, it's 100% unlawful. So they should be lifting it
Oh, okay,
sooner than later.
okay. Tony said, "Rawr."
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, it also came from Florida, which since the pandemic started, Florida has been the Wild West. And Florida's like, we're not fucking wearing masks. We're not getting booster shots. We're going to do whatever we want.
I'll tell you
And
what.
Texas is like, yeah,
I'll tell
we
you what,
are
if Florida
too.
wasn't so fucking crazy, I'd be moving to Florida.
Texas said, we're going to do
If
the
I could be
same,
all
but
on
not really.
weird
We're just
shit.
going to talk about it because we're bitches. Shut up, Texas. Nobody asked you. Hey, go on. A 3-point racing harness? Good Lord. You need a
That
fucking
could be a four.
you need a fucking pit crew in there?
No,
You need a
no,
NASCAR
he's
pit
talking
crew in
about when
there
he's
too?
taking a shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Does he need a
But you
NASCAR
wouldn't
pit
want to
crew
use
in
a
there?
3-point while going to the bathroom. You want to use a 4-point
Uh,
because the 3-point goes through your crotch. So while going to the bathroom, the 3-point racing harness wouldn't make sense, and there's piss all over it.
hey,
A
sometimes you gotta
4-point
do
is a lap belt and a shoulder belt. So
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Damn, y'all. You need a NASCAR pit crew in there? Rinse, wipe, push. Drop them down.
Speaking of NASCAR pit crews, I watched a pit crew.
Give him
for,
a 3.5
Formula
pitch
One
on the
other
wedge on the back side.
I saw a pit crew for Formula One the other day. They changed all 4 tires in less than like 4 seconds. It blew my mind. It was like it broke a record. They did as fast. It blew my mind.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't know, man. All 4 at the same time.
Well, obviously 4 guys. There's actually technically 8 out there.
Yeah, but they had that.
They have a maximum amount of
But
guys.
in order to do all 4 tires at the same time, you got to completely elevate the car off the ground.
It's
That's what NASCAR does.
Formula One has air jacks built into the car, so when they stop, somebody can connect an airline to it, and the whole car raises up real quick. If I can find the video, I'll send it to you.
I'm not gonna disagree with you or argue with you.
The maximum guys they can have out there is 10. So you got the guy actually changed it out. Not to mention Formula One
Do
cars.
Formula One cars have air jacks that'll lift the entire car for a pit?
Yes.
I'm just looking. I'm not trying to.
It may not. I know somebody does.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Powered devices which assist the lifting of any part of the car are forbidden in pit lane during race. So it wasn't during a race.
Okay, so what it is, it's a guy in the back and a guy in the front with a, it almost looks like a dolly, and they lift the entire car front and back.
They might be. If they were just setting a world record, they could have probably done it outside of a.
No, it was like during a race. Who
fixed their hair?
I did.
I don't know. I'm trying to show Jeff that you can wear headphones and your hair not look crazy. I had to go old school because so check. The other day my fucking earbud fell out of my ear. I was in the elevator. I was getting ready to get off the elevator.
Oh, it went in between the cracks.
It dropped all the way down to the bottom of the shaft, and it's the one building. That sucks. I don't have access to the elevator shaft.
Nice.
So my one earbud, it's not charging properly, so I think I'm gonna have to go buy new earbuds.
I looked at them. They're just. I,
The
I,
fuck
I
is
wear I
who the
I
fuck
wear
is
my
Brian?
headphones off.
Best detox ever. Thank you very much.
Tony
Did you
just
wash
lost
your
5
hands?
pounds, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I wash my
Yeah.
hands.
Did you wipe your ass?
Yes, I wipe my ass.
Did you use a
left
wet
Tony's got a
wipe?
I
bidet.
left you a sample.
Tony's got a bidet.
Did you use a wet wipe?
No, I got toilet tissue. 2-ply. Fuck you, rehab. Sorry.
He's got a bidet.
What is going on with your screen?
I got the sun.
It's a reflection of the sun.
Yeah, it's a sun.
Looks like you got pollen on your fucking screen.
Right? No, you know what it looks like? It looks like he's got saran wrap over his
Oh yeah,
camera.
man, Jeff, don't tell employee retention. Glick, I'm going to send you peers per his email. Man,
Handle what?
Jesus Christ.
What are you handling? I'm not seeing that.
Dude, you got ADS, attention deficiency syndrome.
I have a new. I have a new. I have a new catchphrase for the show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Jay, take your fucking medication.
Right, yeah.
There's a T-shirt for you.
Oh my God. I told this dude I was going to be podcasting. Oh.
I
Yeah.
can't. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Go ahead.
I've told myself I'm
Go
not
ahead.
going to look at the chat. Look, here's my
Yeah,
blinder.
listen,
I'm not
listen,
looking.
Can
I'm
I say this
not
for the
looking.
podcast? Can I say this for the podcast? I did a couple
Sure.
of broadcasts about how to handle Lent. Let me be clear. Glick did what I asked him to do. He doesn't even fucking know it.
How to handle Lent, like the holiday thing, the
Lent?
Catholic.
What to do during Lent. Yes, I told everybody to give up one habit. Do you realize how much you have restrained yourself over the past 40 days?
Yeah.
Go for you.
Look at that.
Yeah. WWGD, fuckers.
I gave
Be
up
better.
something. Fuck you. I gave
Be
up
like
my
Glick.
wife for 40 days.
You did give up.
You didn't give up your wife by choice.
Listen. Let me tell you
Shut up,
something.
Chris.
When
You're
I
making me
told
look
people-
bad.
When I told people that I was celibate for 40 days, they thought I was crazy. This married man is actually fucking doing it. It's possible.
Yeah. And,
Look, you behaved yourself for 40
whatever.
days. I ain't saying nothing. The only thing you didn't do was stop fucking belching. But other than that, you didn't lose your temper. You didn't lose your cool. You didn't necessarily curse anybody out. I got to give you your props. I got to
Hey,
give you
look,
your props.
I'm-
I don't
look,
think people
okay.
listen to a lot of my broadcasts, but I saw a lot of people on Haps, and I'm going to throw this out there to everybody up here on Haps. A bunch of y'all listened to me, and I saw it. And I want to commend every last one. I'm going to tell each one of you individually. Because 2 of you specifically, I saw do it.
Put your fucking email in the goddamn chat, Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
You fucking dummy.
Idiot.
Apparently, I wasn't giving him enough attention, so he Snapchatted
Jackass.
me.
Read the fucking email.
And I didn't lose my cool either, and I didn't curse you out, so I'm still on that.
He said he didn't want to, bro.
Oh my God. Send it to nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com, bitch.
Just send it to
It's
her.
not that hard.
Just send us an email and say hi, and then I'll have your personal fucking email.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now then I can send you.
I know. I didn't even. Yeah. Like I didn't do it for Lynn or anything like that. I'm just truly trying to. I'm truly
Well, no,
trying.
you're trying to better yourself.
I'm not necessarily trying to be a better person. I'm just
Jody, I
trying
want to
to.
thank you because your help was contributory.
A lot of it does have to do with her because I am trying to be a better version of me for her.
That's what I know.
Right. Nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com.
This motherfucker said again.
So,
I can't tell.
but you know, I can't keep letting you know, and that was another big factor. I can't keep letting these fucking idiots get to me. You know, they come in here and that's
You
what they
can't,
want to do.
You know,
You know, there's certain people that come in here.
When are you going to learn it? This motherfucker said Gmail in a question mark. When are you going to learn that people want you to get mad and they don't know they're having a effect on you? And since you love to get mad, everybody pisses you off on purpose.
I don't love to get mad.
yeah, I mean, no, but it's one of those things. It's like, if I tell you not to think of a pink elephant, what are you thinking of?
Huh?
Exactly.
I can't.
What'd you say? What'd you say about an elephant?
I can't with Jay. I can't.
Are we talking about
here's the thing,
summer
here's the
again?
thing. No, we're nice shot. No, but you're what Tony
Wow.
was saying is like you're Did you catch
Wow.
that?
Yeah, you lost some weight, but you're still a big bitch.
Is if careful, she's gangster. As gangster as my kid. Anyways, but what I'm saying is damn it, I'm trying to type and speak at the same
Oh
time.
no, like I said,
Got that
there's
down.
certain people. It's not even on the podcast. It's just in life in general. There's certain people that do
Oh,
dumb
of
things,
course.
and they only do it for a reaction. And at the end of the day, I was because I do have a short fuse, and I do have a tendency to be a hothead, and they were taking advantage of that. And also, I mean, not only do I want to be a better version of me for Jody because she deserves absolutely the best that I can be, but I also look back at what happened to my boy Smoke,
What happened to your voicemail? I missed it.
and he didn't do anything wrong, but there's a happy merry band of idiots on social media that like to gang up on people. And personally, at the end of the day, I would gladly challenge any one of them to meet me up in a parking lot and see them talk that mess, male
You
or
know what?
female.
Here's speaking of that,
It shouldn't have
and
happened
and
before bothered me, but and
I
So I'm
saw
not gonna.
something the
Yeah,
other
I've just
day.
said on more than one occasion. I've just said on more than one occasion.
I saw something the other day, and I'm not going to mention who
but Tony,
it
I'm
was
glad I
sent
got to
to,
prove your point on Lint.
but
Lord,
lately
excuse me.
arguments, especially on the
I love
internet.
this new Pepsi Nitro, by the way.
Is it good?
Hmm.
I can't get it. I looked.
It's delicious. It's fucking amazing.
I can't
It's
find
real
my.
smooth.
Arguments nowadays between the younger generation and ourselves, they go they the younger generation makes a point, and when you try to retort, they start attacking you personally. It's like, oh, you can't get laid, and you can't even make your wife wet, and it's like, what does that got to do with the
I
price of
can
tea
make
in
your mother
China?
wet.
Oh, nice. But
Ask her.
I'll send you guys a clip and
Fuck is wrong
later.
with you? I wish a motherfucker would tell me some shit like that. I can make your mother wet. Ask her.
Oh no, Tony, trust me, you're gonna have a lot to say about the clip I send, because it is your
I got a lot
side
to say about
attacking
all the
mine.
clips you sent. I got a book of clips between you and Brian.
I got okay, I got the email,
Did you
Jay,
see my apple? Did you see my apple?
and thank you, Jay.
I
Uh,
saw that and I
I
was like,
think
I
I
gotta
think
send
I
this
think
to
it's a
Tony.
compliment. I'll take that. I think.
Jesus Christ.
Hashtag best kiss around haps, apparently, according to Jay.
I don't
I'll
want a
take your
man
word for
ever
that,
calling
Jay.
me that.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want a man ever calling me that. Ever. Did I say ever? Ever.
I'm okay with it.
Forever and ever and ever and ever. I don't want a man calling me
People have said worse to me.
that. That
in the
counts as
past
long as
week.
the worst. When you receive my email, you let me know it's Jesus freaking Christ. Will you check this motherfucker's email, please?
I literally sent it.
No, he
Let me
sent it.
check.
We got it. I just said we
Still
got it. It
kidding
popped
wrong.
up.
Let's forget.
You want me to
I can only so
keep
much
fucking around?
wildlife.
I'm gonna give your personal email out.
Oh my god.
I tell everybody to send you dick pics, preferably dicks with like disgusting STDs, dripping, pussy, blistery,
Nice.
all that. Extra large ball
Pussy, pussy
sacks,
and blistery.
all hairy. I'm
That's
not
nasty.
opening your
I'm gonna
email
have
first
those
and
people send
foremost.
those pictures.
Mind you, not healthy.
I just seen it showed up.
I'm
You're
good.
lucky I opened your Snapchats. You're lucky I let you comment in here. I
Yeah,
know so much better.
yeah, go ahead and mute
Sorry,
your mic.
Gina.
I'll give you a thumbs up when it's all clear. Ain't no telling.
We're good. We're good. We're done. I'm done.
Okay, he's done.
Give that
Sorry,
thumbs up,
Gina.
Tony.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, yeah. Trust me, I learned that lesson a long time ago. Do not, if Jay sends you something, open it with
With extreme caution.
extreme caution and prejudice.
And on
Because
mute.
yes, well, that don't bother me like it bothers your boyfriend, Jay. He sent me a picture of me in a banana costume.
Nice.
That only bothers certain people who perform blowjobs on bananas on their lives and then get mad at people for making fun of them. I love that dude, but damn, how you gonna get mad at somebody for that when you did that? You did it. Nobody else did it.
Is it time for bed? Holy fuck.
Oh, no. So,
You ever get
so
those
it's
headaches that just no matter what you do won't go away?
yeah. Every time we do a podcast, and
I know. I
Jay,
called
the
him Glick.
realtor from NYC, comes in.
I
He
called
does
him
it every
Glick.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Jeff, I've had that same fucking type of headache for the last 25 years.
No, but like today has just been one headache
People,
after the other, and it's
people
not
will still
physical
mess.
headache. It's like makes my brain hurt to think about it.
People will message me to this day. They're like, "You still friends with Jeff?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we do a podcast together." And then the next question I
Fucking
get
grew up
back is,
together.
"Why? Why?"
No, we grew up together. That's not even a question.
Yeah, why? These are guys that grew up with him too. We were in the same class
Yeah.
together.
It's
like,
like Ted, it's like
why?
Ted and Smoke and True. They grew up together.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, if you grew up together, fuck, y'all got on the internet. Fuck it. That's just what it is. Y'all know each
These
other.
guys that know these are guys that know Jeff just as long as I have. You and Jeff still friends? Yeah, we do a podcast together. Why? I don't know.
Because
I
it's
really
funny,
don't.
damn it.
I asked myself that question.
Because you weren't
after
available, motherfucker.
White men speak
every
truth
time Jeff
and
calls me and I spend 3 hours on the phone with him, I'm like, why am I friends with this guy? But
I
he knows
woke
I
up
late
late
him.
this morning, Jay. Trust me, I woke up late this morning.
What were you going to say, Tony? You said you got
I meant to
serious
say,
and
I meant to
pointed.
give you a message too.
Me? I don't have a problem. Do we have a? Are we supposed to have a problem with coaching? I don't have no problem with coaching. I like coaching.
I don't have a problem with anybody.
Coach, you pisses
I think
people
most.
off. Coach, you
I think
pisses
most.
people off.
Well, yeah, he's like Jay. He just says and does things for no fucking reason.
This is for Glick, just so you know, Jeff.
Okay. I want to.
Should I be scared?
I've been
I'm
playing on
already.
my phone all
Nah,
day.
I mean, Coachy can piss me off, but Coachy, I can get Coachy. We kind of had him last night. But he was only looking at one side. Like I said, I looked at both.
I was already expecting that.
Yes.
Especially
Good to
since
know.
you know who's been missing in the chatter's box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I already expected that. Trust me. No. I've actually expected that, and I've actually I'll welcome the nonsense
I know you would. As much as I try to do
because
everything with everybody, I know
and
you.
I'll do it off the podcast. We'll do a special show. I'll bring my boy in for it. I'll go to YouTube for that one.
Oh my
About that.
God. I try to squash all this shit.
Yeah, but you can't.
Yeah,
But you
you know
can't.
what? I got.
But you can't.
Here's the
You
problem.
can't.
Here's the problem. Is like I got enough fucking problems in my life to worry about.
At the end of the day, Tony, you can't squash anything when people have agendas,
You're
That's
right.
true.
and that's all it is.
I've seen outside of the
I'm
people we're
just.
talking about, I've seen
Mm,
agendas.
Yeah, and
yeah.
they when somebody has an
Outside
agenda,
of who we're talking about too.
yeah. Once somebody has an agenda, and it doesn't matter
Like
what.
no, not even an agenda. Like a vendetta.
It's
Like
not
they
even
want to.
No,
that.
They
no, there's agendas. There's
No,
agendas.
it's an agenda, and it has
The
nothing to do with.
vendettas come afterwards. The agendas are the original.
Yeah,
That's when he's
the agenda was coming in and like having an agenda, you go after certain people for no fucking reason.
just because
some
of
people have
something that
Just
they agree
because,
on.
and then you want to, and then you poke and poke and poke and poke and poke until that person gets worked up, so that then you can go back and use their words and twist their words around and make up shit that never
yes.
even happened. Which is why, yeah, I've said and done some things, but you can't twist my words around.
No. And that's how I get people. They be trying to twist my.
Because you can try to twist my words around, and I'll be the first motherfucker who says, "Yeah, I said it," because you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But I also, so fucking do what you got to do.
The agendas I'm talking about are the original agendas when they get up here, and then they just don't like what other people are doing, and then they
Yeah,
want to destroy what you got. There's
Right.
exactly.
where people come up here, and I seen that.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Those are the people who in their little stupid heads, they think that they're allowed to have an opinion, but God forbid anybody else have an opinion outside of theirs.
Well, I mean that's the younger generation as it is. I mean, it's like
That's yeah, and I've seen people on this app alone. I've seen them do it on Periscope too. That'll call somebody a sexual predator or a misogynist or a sexist or this, that, or the other thing, and the motherfucker that's saying all that fucking shit is the biggest
It's
sexual
worse.
predator that you will ever find. As far as sexually harassing people and saying sexual things and demeaning people and everything else, you just have to look and listen to what they say and how they act. And
see, that's
nobody
the thing. Is
does,
like,
and nobody looks and listens to what they say
To me, and if
because
you
when
go on
they
that
go
line, when you go on that
when
line, yeah, I agree
projecting
with Roger.
projecting.
To me, there's a lot of people that I saw up here.
mm,
Can't wait to call people out. That gets on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, well, yeah,
well, you
but
know,
there's
here's the beauty of that is like for me is I have a thing in my brain that I just completely ignore it. So
but
it's like
that's
impossible
another
to get me
reason.
riled up
Oh,
about
That's
it.
another reason why I don't
I'm
live
just
on
like,
social
good.
media.
Yeah,
I'm only on here when we do the podcast. I might
yeah.
randomly, ever rarely pop into a broadcast outside of when we're doing a podcast.
yes.
On social media, outside of podcast stuff, I'm really not on social media much.
Yeah, TikTok doesn't count
I'm
for
not
me.
even really on TikTok much.
No, but I mean, like, when it comes to like, if somebody comments on my video on TikTok, I'll read it and be like, yeah, okay, that was funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, if somebody comments and they're not just being a douche, I mean, I'll be like, oh, cool, thanks, or whatever, and I'll slap a like
Yeah.
on it or whatever. But I mean, there's a reason why I don't. My life does not revolve around social media like
Oh no, I
a
got
lot
better.
of
I
these
got bigger fish to fry.
people with agendas and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And the problem is that if you listen closely and you watch when they talk and when they're commenting and you listen closely to the things they say, most people won't catch on to it or hear it because at the same time when they're saying and doing all this dumb shit, they're also talking
doing-
as loud as they possibly can to tear
Yeah.
somebody else down. So most people won't focus on one thing because again, that's the world we live in. Attention deficit disorder is real for everybody. So I'm gonna say something over here, and I'm gonna act like this over here. But as long as your focus stays on me right here, being
Yeah,
loud
it's all a
and
magic trick.
attacking, yeah, exactly.
It's
So yeah,
misdirection.
that's why I don't care. You do what you got to do
Of course.
because at the end of the day,
I'm on social media for one thing and one thing only. Is
pick
to
fights
connect
on
with
Twitter.
people. Yeah, I do that. No, like I in all seriousness, I'm on social media for one thing and one thing
It is
only.
100%
To connect
projection,
with old
Roger.
friends and family. That's it.
I don't even want to do that. I'm just there.
Well, yeah, but you're weird. No, but like
Yeah. I'm literally I'm
I
just
can
a
count
presence.
I can count on one hand how many people I actually converse with
Mhm.
besides you two on social media.
Oh yeah, I
You know,
don't.
it's like my mom, my wife, which I usually do through a private message, anyways, and Brad Bowden, and my sister and my niece. That's it.
Yeah.
And Brad
There's-
Bowden, it's the same thing like with you, Chris. I'll just call him up, like, "What's up, dude?"
Oh, you're cheating on me,
Yep, of course.
fucking
You're
whore.
not my wife anymore. Fuck you.
With Brad.
We're
With
not
Brad
married
of
anymore.
all
Fuck
people.
you.
With Brad. You sure you don't want a wish version of me?
He, no, I'm good. No, he cuddles
He's
better than you. Fuck you.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Nobody can cuddle as good as I
But
do.
no, like
He's smaller
like,
than
for
me. He
instance-
can't possibly
no,
cuddle
like
better than me.
if I have a sports question, if I got a sports question, you two motherfuckers are the first one I'm gonna ask. If
Well,
I got
yeah.
a car question, I'm going to Brad.
A lot of breath.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can ask me car questions. I can give you answers.
Yeah, probably another one. It's not an answer.
My
I
car's
don't know,
making this.
it's not an answer.
My car is making this really weird noise when I start it. What should I do? I'll trade it in and get
Tell
a
her to shut up.
smack it. Go smack it on the hood. Shake it a little
I
bit.
don't know.
Shake the shit out of it.
Did you see Pop's post on Facebook?
No,
Pops. He
I.
posted this pictures of a beautiful woman standing next to a Trans Am. It says, "This is a dangerous thing to own. It always has problems. You can never fix the issue." The other thing's a Trans Am. I don't know shit about that.
Yeah. No,
lost
I don't pay much attention to anything he does. He's actually currently pissing me off to no beyond no means right now.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, there's
I had to laugh. Yeah.
there's other
We won't
reasons
get
why
into
he's.
that.
Well, there's other reasons outside of that why he's pissing me
Oh,
off.
okay. Oh, okay.
Who?
Pops.
Oh,
Pops. So
You
he's
don't need
just
dirty laundry.
yeah, he's just a jackass in general. And it has nothing to do with that. It's just other things.
Already then.
Yeah. I did
I
see
was gonna
something
I was
interesting.
I was actually gonna
What
bring
up,
up a
James?
serious conversation tonight, but yeah, I'll wait till Saturday or
Yeah,
Wednesday.
we got time.
Well,
Go. We got time. Go.
We don't really
yeah,
have
go
time to
for
get
it.
into it tonight. Hey, what's going on, James?
We got 40 minutes.
I
Let's go.
did see something interesting. There is a U.S. tour that you can take by bus, and it stops at classic movie locations.
Is it wait, the entire U.S.?
Well, I think it's parts. It's like mostly California and shit, but like it
Okay,
hits it's like outside of California, but it's like you can
but
go
it's not
to
gonna.
the
You're not.
actual street in the movie Back to the Future where Marty gets hit by the car and he gets knocked out. You can go to that actual street and stand in front of the house that George
Yeah.
falls out the tree of.
Oh yeah.
And
So
it's
it's
like
not like it's gonna go from like California to fucking Maine and everywhere in
no,
between. Because I
well,
mean,
like
Ohio
you
has a
can
lot
do
of
different
movies that were filmed
sections.
here.
You can do different sections of
Mm,
said tour. So like if you can do like the California tour, you can do
mm.
the Midwest tour, and then
Huh.
the New York
Yeah,
area
even
tour.
South Carolina had several. I mean, most of Forrest Gump was shot in the Charleston area.
Mm-hmm.
The first Halloween movie, before Halloween Kills, was filmed in
Mm-hmm.
Charleston.
Oh no shit.
You said
Yeah.
the first Halloween movie before Halloween Kills. You know how many Halloween movies were in between
No,
the
no,
first
no.
Halloween Kills?
They've done the two reboots or the two sequel the continuations. The latest two.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
the one before Halloween Kills was filmed in Charleston, and it was funny because it was done around Christmas time. So you had like this neighborhood. You had like this neighborhood, all surrounding the neighborhood was all Christmas decorations and everything like that. But the one little neighborhood that they used had all the
It's all
Halloween
Halloween
decorations.
scenes.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
crazy. My buddy was actually an extra in it.
I wanted to
Oh, I
there's a
did find
train that goes
something.
across the country that I thought about
I
taking.
did hear something
Yeah,
interesting.
Savannah and Charleston were two of the main locations for Forrest Gump,
I
which are
did hear
basically the
something
same cities.
interesting the other day, and this is about a movie set. Do
But
you
Ohio had a
remember
lot of movies filmed here.
Do you remember Terminator 2?
Yeah,
Yes.
The bar scene where Arnold shows up naked and gets his motorcycle and gear, right?
I need your clothes and your motorcycle.
Right. Okay. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened the same night they filmed that across the street?
A
Rodney
meth
King
lab blew
died.
up.
No, Rodney King. Same night.
I don't think so.
Look it up.
Terminator
Yeah.
2 came out before then, didn't it?
Yeah,
That's
that's what I thought.
thought. That's what I
When was
thought.
when was the
Now it
Rodney
might
King
have been.
beating?
It was
92?
92,
When was the Rodney King beatings?
91,
which
92?
is 91,
According
92,
to
and that's
Wikipedia, Rodney Glenn King was an African American man who
I didn't ask who the fuck he was. I asked when he got his ass beat. Oh, 91.
91. Same time they were filming. It
When
happened right
did
across the
Terminator
street.
2 come out?
92.
July 3rd, 1991. According to Inverse,
Oh, there you go.
released on July 3rd, 1991.
So, well, it came out July 3rd of 91, but when did...
Well, they filmed in that location. Apparently, it took a week, and apparently, during them filming that, some lady stumbled in, thinking it was her normal bar, and walked up to Arnold and goes, "Is it ladies' night?" Arnold's standing there in his boxers. She's like, "Is it ladies' night?" She's like apparently hammered and shit.
It's a possibility. That happened on
No,
March 3rd. It happened on March... The Rodney King thing happened on March 3rd, 91. Terminator 2 came out July of 91, but typically movies are filmed like a year or two in advance.
They're about done. I
Well,
always
no.
thought it was done by then.
So, I mean, it's a
Well,
possibility.
well,
I'll
it,
have to look it up. I'm not going
according
to
to the
fact check it.
podcast I was listening to, this is what they said in the research. Tony, I've sent you said podcast in the past. Um,
Mhm.
their newest episode was of Terminator 2, and I was like, oh, that's interesting because I
Is
listened
that the
to
one that you sent me before? The jerk offs eating cereal, eating
Yep,
cereal,
that's the one.
doing a podcast or something?
Mhm.
Eating cereal, watching a movie or some shit? I don't know what the hell it's
Yeah,
called.
it's
Breakfast?
called Confused Breakfast.
Yeah, something like that. I knew it had
I
something
didn't
to do
want
with
to
cereal.
advertise for them, you dick. But their podcast is kind of interesting. It's But they throw in weird facts like that,
I'm
and I was
not,
like, huh.
I'm not going to shit on them because we do a podcast, and sometimes I listen to our podcast and go, "Why does anybody fucking listen to this?" But
I know, right?
but you know, I've listened. I've tried to
But
listen to
they're
a couple
sponsored
episodes.
6 Ways to Sunday, and they started roughly about the same time we did, and I don't know what the fuck they did to get so big, but they dwarf us.
You got to kind
Yeah,
of
that's
play the
what I
game.
thought.
You got to play the
Yeah,
game, which is what we don't do.
Well,
yeah,
we're also not sinking money into it. So if you've already
yeah. I think they
established
threw a
yourself
bunch of money at it.
on another platform, or if you already have money, say like I mean, like the
Pay
goofballs on
people to pay your
YouTube.
broadcast. You play people to pay your
Yeah,
broadcast.
the
Right,
guys
exactly.
the guys that do all the stupid stunts and what the hell's their name on YouTube.
Jackass.
No,
Oh,
You can jackass too.
yeah,
you talking like Mr. Beast?
no, not Mr. Beast. It's the brothers that do.
Oh, the Logan and Jake Paul fuckers.
No, not Logan and Jake Paul.
Oh, I want to
The
punch them
fucking
in the face.
twins.
The Juke Squad or whatever.
Oh, I ain't doing that shit.
Oh yeah.
I think it's
I
them.
might have heard of them.
Their parents were rich before they started doing
Right.
YouTube. So I mean, they had all that money to sink into it, and then pay for views and this, that, and the other thing, and blow up that way.
Right.
So
Yeah. It's actually like I said that what they do is actually pretty interesting. It's basically what Sign
Joe
and Red do
Rogan.
on. Yeah, well,
Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan. The difference
Joe
with
Rogan
Joe
was a
Rogan is
millionaire before he
he
started
was
doing
the
a podcast.
right, but he was the only one doing a podcast when he started.
Not really.
He was the first person on YouTube
When did he start?
shoot up. I think it was like not long after. I actually watched a documentary thing on him, and like his first videos, he was doing it on YouTube, and they were like really poor, like shit lighting, headset mics and shit like that, and like he was the only he made podcasting popular.
I'll be right back.
Snoop started
Yeah, but
before a lot of people. I got to see when Joe Rogan started.
yeah, I'd have to actually look it up. Let me check. Phone sometimes doesn't want to. When did Joe Rogan start his podcast? No, that's not what I asked. I didn't ask you to play it, you fuck. When did Joe Rogan start his podcast?
Looks
According
like
to
2
Wikipedia, the
2003.
podcast originally began in early 2003 when Rogan hired Brian Redban, a self-taught video editor and an employee at a Gateway 2000 computer store in Ohio, to work for him full-time to film, produce, and edit videos for his website.
Right. So he started in 03. And like I said, when did YouTube start?
February 14th, 2005, San Mateo,
So he was actually
California,
doing it
United
before
States.
YouTube. He was doing it on his
Had
website.
one back then too. So it's all, yeah, they all started podcasting around the same time. So he's got years under his belt of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of which, I
And
did want to throw a shout out to. You're not a hip hop fan. You are a little bit. I don't know if you know this guy, but today we lost DJ K-Slay. He has been a beast on the mixtape scene for the past 20 years.
okay.
He had outstanding CDs. Hardcore hip hop. Yeah, he was an icon. So rest in peace to him. I did want to throw that out there. I'm a fan.
I would have it actually look him up.
Yeah, y'all get a chance, look him up. It's DJ K-Slay. He died today. He had COVID. He was fighting COVID for months.
DJ
I know
K-Slay.
he caught right before Christmas and
According to
kind of threw me
Wikipedia,
for a loop.
Keith Grayson, professionally known as DJ K-Slay, was an American disc jockey and record executive from New York City.
There you
He
go.
was on he had his own show on Shade 45. Satellite radio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh, shit.
okay. I know this cat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know him, but I've seen clips of his podcast on Facebook and shit.
Yeah, he got his own show on Sirius Satellite on XM, all of that. He had good music. He's gonna be missed in the hip hop world.
Associated acts: Busta Rhymes, G Unit, Ghostface Killer,
A lot of people.
uh,
Everybody
Greg
under the
Smith,
Yes.
Ray J.
Those are
Page,
the
Murder.
associated acts are going to be because he had his own show and they would come on the show
That's what
He
I
was
was
also
saying.
supportive of them. They were all
yeah,
supportive.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they weren't just a run of the mill interview. You know, they would be on there
Right.
multiple times and Something like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
That's like
Sway does his show, and he
well,
all the time.
Sway's gone back a long time because he used to be on MTV, right?
Oh yeah, well Sway, but like he I think he's on, isn't he on Shade 45 too?
yes, in the mornings.
Yeah, and plus he's got his own like show in New York and this, that, and the other thing. But there's people that come on his show all the time. There's guys that, because I like Sway. I mean, he'll be the first one to jump in somebody's ass too.
First two CDs. I bought his first two CDs, and he had some bangers on there. He had
You
some.
talking about Sway?
Yeah, Sway and King
I
Tech.
did
Their
not. I
CDs.
didn't. I always assumed he was only like a what did they call it back in the day?
A DJ.
VJ, a VJ,
No,
a
he
video
did.
jockey.
Him and King Tech did CDs, and
Okay,
they had the best of the best on there. Literally,
that I did not know.
they had the best of the best. I didn't mean to cut you off, Jeff, but
No,
I
sorry.
want to tell Glick what Glick wanted to talk about. Do it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah, we'll dive into it Wednesday. Trust me,
I got
I'll still be annoyed by it Wednesday. So we'll dive into it Wednesday. It's gonna take a minute.
That's
Trust me,
gonna be the new segment. Shit that pisses Chris off.
It's not even shit. No, it's not even shit to just. It's not even nothing that pisses. It's just an aggravation thing. But it's going to be a conversation that I know that Tony, especially you and I, we're going to get into it. We're not going to get into it. Like, we're not going to get into a fight, but we're going to dive into this conversation, being divorced, single fathers, and stuff like that. So, and I've got to be better about tightening up this show and ending the show when we need to end it.
That's why I said you got 27 minutes.
because we have a tendency to, and
You got 27 minutes. I can remain focused.
No, trust me, I can't. Not on this. It's going to take me. We're going to get into it. We're going to dive into it. We're going to dive into it. Wednesday. Trust me, I won't forget about it because I'm still going to be heated about it Saturday.
Now, here's my question: does it directly affect you, or is it just like a new rule, a law?
Oh, it's directly affecting him. If it's going to take this long, it's directly affecting him.
Oh no, it directly affects me.
Okay.
And I can talk about it on here without any repercussions because
nobody listens to us.
Yeah. Well, there's that. Nobody listens, and I don't give a shit. But it is what it is. But no, we will definitely get into it Wednesday night. Probably at the start of the show, we will get into it. So.
And honestly, once you do the intro, we come on, go right into it. We can spend the first hour on it with no problem.
Yeah, don't let us interrupt because I'm sure we'll have shit that comes up by that.
Because at the end of the day, we like to laugh and we like to joke and we like to have fun, but this is our podcast. So if there's something serious in our lives that we are able to talk about, then we might as well fucking talk about it on here.
That's that. We got a platform, might as well use it.
And I think people, as long as we can, without
keep it clean.
Well, I was going to say without dragging through the dirt and completely.
Well, as long as we keep it anonymous, keep change the names for the protection.
We can answer it. We got 25 minutes.
It'll take longer than that, trust me, because it's been on my chest for a while now, and it keeps popping up and reoccurring and frustrating the shit out of me. So
I already tell you, got the number off their phones.
Oh, no, it has nothing to do with the elephant in the room.
No.
No, I think that one finally got the message.
I was going to ask you about that. Was the message received yet or not?
We'll find out. I think so. Hopefully.
That's good.
Got a couple of messages I need to send out now that you mentioned it.
Since I'm speaking of this, Cameron, I don't know if you're listening, but fuck you. He told me yesterday. He told me, I think it was yesterday or Saturday. I think it was Saturday. We were messaging back and forth. He's like, I don't know where. He's like, "Click, you're a bully," and I'm like, "Fuck, I'm not a goddamn bully." He's like, "Yeah, you are." I was like, "Fuck you, buddy. I am not a bully."
You tell him you are retaliatory.
I said, I am not a bully. I speak my mind, and I don't let people talk shit and think they can get away with it when it comes to me. He's like, you bully everyone. I said, I'm going to bully you if you don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I used that word.
So, yeah, fuck you, Cameron. Glick's fuck you of the week goes to Cameron Dale.
There you go. That's a little early in the week, dude.
I'm sure I could do I'm sure I could do a fuck
Hey,
you of the
you are
week, all
good.
3 episodes if I
How are the
wanted to.
boys? That's my only question. You're good. How are the boys? I know one of her sons wasn't feeling good.
Oh no, that's
Oh
not good.
shit.
Yeah, Glick's fuck you of the week brought to you 3 times a week. The inaugural fuck you went to Cameron
There you go.
because I'm not a bully. Damn it!
They are good. A lot better than us. Excellent. 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 Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
That's good to know. No, one of my coworkers, she's like my main contact with processing, and she's like, I have to leave for like a couple hours. I was like, but okay. and she comes back and she sends me a picture. Her son's got his goose egg on his head. Apparently, he himself.
Nice.
He's got tears in his eye. I felt so bad for the little guy.
Kind of
He's
like
like maybe 7.
when Kevin bit the dust on the podcast, and you're like, "Get up, pussy! I'm doing a podcast."
Wow.
Tony, you were here. I don't think you were here yet. Fucking Jeff's son fell down the
It
damn
was way
stairs,
back.
smacked his head, had a big old fucking knot on his head, man. You would have thought he was getting chopped into pieces the way he was screaming and crying. And Jeff was like, "Hold on a second." He got up for like 2 minutes and came back. He's like, "All right, I'm back." I'm like, "Is everything good?" He's like,
Hell
"Yeah."
no.
Kevin just fell
Well,
down the stairs.
no, here's the thing.
But
Here's the
mind
thing.
you, Jeff's
My
entire
kids-
house is
my
fucking
kids-
concrete. So
Right.
it's not like
But
it's
my
not like you
kids
go
also
down wooden
think it's
stairs
okay
that
to
had
jump
carpeted.
from the top stair and try to reach the bottom.
No.
It makes a 90-degree turn. And
Well,
they
heard
jump
himself.
from like 5 stairs up and try to reach down. I'm like, what are you,
Yeah.
stupid?
Maybe he's trying to
That's
practice
on
his
you.
parkour. Parkour.
That is
Parkour.
risk taking at a young
Parkour.
age.
Parkour.
That son likes jumping over and around
But
the
they've
couch.
learned-
You're going to hit your head. One time he hit his head, I just looked at him. He said, "It's not funny." I said, "I ain't laugh at you. What I told you to do is not do it no more." And then he was
I'm
mad
laughing
at
at you. I told you more than once, so now I'm laughing at you.
Yeah,
I hope
that's
it
what
hurts.
I tell them. I said,
silly
so they
bastard.
learned
Do
something.
me. Some of my family used to do me. We told you.
I-
That's exactly what they was
It's
saying.
like that old adage. That old adage is, let him do it once. He'll only do it once.
I know when the kids were first born, and when you're a first time parent, you got a baby, you got to baby proof the house.
Baby
You're putting
proof everything.
You're putting like the plastic covers over the outlets, and I was like, why are we doing that? They're only gonna stick something in there one time, and if they do it again, well, then they're fucking dumb,
Yeah.
And
Then
it's
it's
like,
survival of the fittest
Yeah.
at that point.
yeah,
Yeah, I gotta take some of these caps off from Jason now because he's grown now. We got shit all around here.
Mm,
Oh, and what's worse is when they do get older, you just find those clear plastic claps everywhere, and you step on the fucking thing.
No, you
It
take them.
goes through your foot.
yeah,
It's because you don't watch
Well,
that. You go with it.
yeah, right. Well,
No,
I mean,
well, you wake up at
Boys, you
2
step
o'clock in the morning, go piss, and you step on one of these
Put me in a
motherfuckers. You know
fucking
it.
bedroom.
yeah. I was gonna say, did Jason never have Legos? You've never stepped on a Lego? Did none of your
Oh
kids
my
ever have
God.
Legos?
A couple months ago, and I was cussing my ass off.
Yeah.
I've
tell
done
you
that,
what.
man. You've come out of the kitchen, man.
It's like
I've come
stepping
out of the
into a
kitchen,
nail.
carrying a plate of food,
Before
step on a
everybody
goddamn Lego.
But I got he's got a little play area in the living room.
Mhm.
I literally got a little city right here in front of me with all his toys, so he could play right over there on that side. So
Yeah.
walking around is not an issue. But every now and then he get the remote control cars, and then he get the pieces that you want to shoot, and then the Hot Wheels car that shoot all across
Yeah.
the damn floor, all that shit. Yeah.
Yep.
But now during the pandemic, we had fun shooting them cars all around everywhere.
Oh hell yeah!
was
And then
the
it
key.
becomes a.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's like, okay,
I
that's
stayed
enough.
home. School was shut down. I was able to stay home. We got up one morning. We put all the tracks together. We put all the little
Hell
toys
yeah.
around them up and everything. We were sitting there running them around in circles and everything. It was a trip. It was a trip.
Well,
Yeah, that was the one great thing about the pandemic is spending time with the kids, like because
Oh,
there wasn't nothing
hell
else
yeah.
to do.
Sat here and watched
But-
TV. After a week, he was tired of watching TV. He was ready to go back to daycare.
Yeah, but
I
that.
said,
Well,
I said
I
that's
mean,
a damn shame. He said, "Daddy, I think I'm tired of watching TV." I said, "Okay, you want to go back to daycare?" He said, "Yeah, I do. I miss my friends. All right, let's go."
well, like one of the things that during the pandemic, what we did was I kept introducing the kids to new movies, and I
Jason
made the
saw
mistake.
all the movies off of HBO Max,
Mm.
Netflix, all the kids show. He saw them all. He was ready to.
Oh yeah.
I felt
Oh
bad.
no,
for
my kids started replaying episodes of shit, and I'm like, didn't we see this?
Yeah.
And that's when I started introducing movies. I almost call it a mistake that I introduced my kids to Bill and Ted, Excellent Adventure,
That's
because
actually funny.
I love that movie. Don't get me
My
wrong.
son
But-
loved Jumanji. Oh my God, he loved
Oh
Jumanji.
yeah, the original. Yeah.
Both of them. No, the
And
last two.
oh, the last two. Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
loved the
Oh yeah,
last
my
two
kids love that one
Jumanjis. He
too.
watched them to death. He watched Infinity War me to death. He's watched Endgame to death. He's watched.
What was the one that used to drive me? Oh, my kids fell in love with Goonies.
I didn't show my son Goonies.
I was never so much of a proud father as my kids were like, let's watch Goonies again. After
I
about the
was nervous
15th,
about
30th
showing him.
time, I was like, you know what?
I was nervous about showing him Jungle Book because of that big ass monkey. But that was a hell of
Oh,
a movie.
the
The
cartoon or
live, the live action or the
The
cartoon?
live action one.
Oh
Oh,
That
yeah.
I
was
seen
a
the live
hell of
action.
a
Yeah.
movie. That was a hell of a. Watch that with your
No
kids.
shit.
That was one
I
hell
do
of a
that.
movie. It was good. Now, if you really want to
I
watch
might
a
have to
movie
do
with
that.
your kids, watch this movie called Ron Goes Wrong. It came out last year.
Okay.
It would tell you everything that we've been trying to tell our kids about social media and electronics. That movie will
Okay.
help you as a parent. All you parents out
Oh.
here, say to you too. Let them
Well,
watch
see,
that.
that's one thing I don't have to worry about with my kids is like the only social media they're on is YouTube,
No,
and
but
the
when they
only
grow
thing
up,
they
they're going to
watch
want to get
is
on it. They're going to want to get on it.
yeah. Well, my kids, we've already established they're not gonna have phones or tablets until they're like 16.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, you know what? The problem you're going to have is now the kids have tablets they can take to school.
Well, yeah, you say that they're
No,
not gonna.
no. Well,
You say that they're not gonna have a tablet until they're 16, but my kids have had tablets forever,
I haven't bought
no, I get
JC's
that. I get
phone.
that. But
and
no,
they're not
like,
on. I mean, it wasn't until
and
recently.
it comes
Like,
down to the fact I don't want to fucking go out and buy it.
yeah, I mean,
Schools won't use it. The schools
the
want them to have
yeah,
tablets now.
yeah,
No,
like
no,
the
I get that. But
girls, the
I know me,
Yes.
and like if I was in school and I had a tablet or a phone, yeah, I'm gonna pay attention.
yeah. Well, like the girl, like the kid, all three kids, they're on TikTok. But
Right.
Cash's TikTok is completely locked down. He has 6 followers.
How old is he?
Okay.
Me, Cash will be 9 in July.
Send me his link. I'll follow him.
But he has 6 followers. It's me and his sisters. He used to have 7.
Yeah, well, I get that.
He's
Send me
going to
his
high
link.
school next
I'll
year at
follow him.
12? Oh, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. He's
Uh,
early. You may have to get one because the schools want them to have a tablet and everything.
I
so
say,
they can-
Jesus
rather than
Christ,
carry
is he
it.
going to high school or junior high?
Yeah, she said high school. He'll be
That's
13
a
next
young
year.
ass fucking freshman.
Oh
Yeah, it
shit!
is.
Fucking
12?
little Sheldon over here.
Yeah, he should still be in damn middle school.
Yeah, he should be like,
High school at 12?
what grade is he in?
Will he be 13? It's still early. He's still a year early.
It's still
Yeah,
early
but
as hell.
like,
Unless they have the junior
no,
high
but
in
like,
high school.
yeah, I think that's what it is.
Because
Like,
my,
that would be my assumption.
yeah, okay, yeah. Because
Yeah.
my
Okay.
daughter's,
Yeah. He's
my
going.
my
He's young.
daughter's 17. She's gonna be a junior, or she'll be 17 in a couple weeks. She's gonna be a junior next year. My middle daughter, I think, is going into 6th grade. I think, and then
Yeah, I
Cash is.
graduated high school. I graduated at
How
17.
how old does that make you feel knowing that your kid's gonna be a junior? I got a friend of mine. Her son
My
just
fucking
graduated high
nephew
school.
is
And I was
like
like, God
23
damn, I
years
feel
old.
He'll be
Yeah.
13 in January. Yeah, he's still early. He's going to graduate high school at 16. That's early as shit. That's good, though. That's early as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't feel old yet. If you got a son that's advanced, that's dope.
Hell
You
yeah.
just got to stay
He's
on
going
the
into
right path.
7th grade. He's not going to be 16 when he graduates. What the hell math are you doing over there?
He's 12 now.
He's going in 7th grade.
He'll be in high school next year.
There's 6 years of that high school because he's 7,
Four.
8, 9,
7th,
10,
8th,
11,
9th, 10th,
and
11th,
12.
12th.
No. High school is 10, 11, 12. Sometimes 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 4 years.
Yeah, but he's going
Now,
into 7th grade next year. He's going into 7th
7th
grade.
grade is what we can.
7th grade is junior high.
It's junior high. He's in 6th now.
7th and 8th is junior high.
Well, then he's going to junior high, not high school.
Yeah, junior high.
Say
But the
yes.
junior high
That's
and high school might be in the same building. Some
Yeah,
districts are like
exactly.
that.
Yeah. Like I know
East Knox
Cliff
was like
switched that up.
East Knox was like that
Right.
when I was there.
I've
7th
never
and
heard
8th grade was at the high school.
that. I've never heard
When
that.
when I was in my senior year,
Well, you're also
moved
from
the junior high
fucking
into the high school.
Queens or Brooklyn or whatever. So
Well,
you
call a high school here. Okay, there's no junior. Gotcha. Now, I
Right,
was in
okay.
Virginia. I was in Virginia for junior high and high school, and junior high was 7, 8, 9. High school was 10, 11, 12.
well, like here now they're getting ready to open. They're getting ready to open the middle school. So they actually have 4 schools here where my kids go. They have the elementary school, that's going to be K through 4, and then they have the middle school, which is going to be 5th and 6th, and then the junior high is going to be 7th and 8th, and then the high school is. They just got a ton of fucking money where they go to
I was
school
going
at.
to say that. Yeah, it just sounds like
The
somebody.
high
just
school is brand new. The high
somebody
school is
just
brand new.
casual.
They just built it. The elementary school they just built a couple years ago.
Jesus
So
Christ.
the old high school and the old junior high
Mm-hmm.
have been converted into the junior high and now the middle school.
I mean, same building.
Now,
Two
no,
different schools, I understand that.
no, it's not the same building. I mean,
No,
they're
three separate buildings.
the middle school, the junior high, and the high school are all on the same property, but they're all three separate buildings.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Got that.
But they're all
Well,
and
I
the
mean, like-
elementary school.
like-
the elementary school is on the other. I say
Same
it's on
thing.
the other side of town. The other side of town is only a mile away.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's so
Well,
and it's a very small
Clearfork-
quote unquote town.
Clearfork's we're much Clearfork, like Belleville, is such a small town that Belleville and Butler combine. You know, K through 6 go through separate, and then in junior high they mix the two.
Yeah, and
Yes,
that's how it was.
yeah.
That's how it was when I was in school. You went K through 6.
Through 6, and then
Yeah.
junior high was 7, 8, 9. High school was 10, 11, 12.
No, we
Yeah.
did 7 and 8 was junior high.
But the junior high and the high school were in the same building.
Same building is one thing, but the grade levels,
Yeah.
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 Now, when I'm-
Well,
So,
no,
like,
well
Hey Mel.
when I was in
What's up, Mel?
junior high, it was in Butler in a separate, and it was attached to the grade school, but you never saw the grade school kids.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it was a separate wing, and then
Well,
there was
and-
sort of 2 cafeterias and all that fun shit.
Yeah, and
And high
that's how.
school was all combined in Belleville.
Yeah, like the 7th and 8th graders were on one end of the building where I went to school at, and we had like one floor, and then maybe 2 floors. I can't remember.
No,
But
we
then
had
like
2 floors.
then the high school was all attached to the same building, but like on one wing of the building there was like 4 floors. So your high school, you're like 9th and 10th and whatever.
You
So I
also
mean,
got
it
a
was
big
all in the same.
population down there, Frida. That's a huge population where you're at, because she's down there in Tampa.
Oh yeah,
That's a major city.
Well, you
Dude.
gotta remember, like Belleville and Butler, you combine the two and you got 4,000 people.
but I mean, it depends on where you go to school at, because even in Columbus, I'm fucking Cincinnati down in the one high school down there. They've got an east and a west, and the high school is fucking huge.
That's crazy.
It is it is a monster high school, and their sports complex, like where they have all their fields and stuff, is amazing. It's amazing.
That's crazy.
And I'm not going to lie. I want to visit Tampa. It is on my list of
Tampa
cities.
is nice. It is fun.
I've been hearing.
I want to go back.
I want to check it. I want to check out Tampa one weekend. It's about a 6-hour drive for me.
Yeah, I want to go back. I had a lot of fun. I went down there. I spent a week there. Only difference between when I went the last time and when I go again, I'm not going to spend the entire week drunk off my ass,
Right.
because I was drunk the
Well,
entire fucking time I was there.
The school system
But I needed
where
it.
you guys in the States is pretty understandable. You know, like for instance, Tony, what time's your boy get out? He's younger. What time's he get out of school? And Chris, what time does your kids get out of
He gets
school?
out at 3:30, but he has to be there by 8, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the same for mine. And then Austin, who's in high school,
He's on second grade. He's on second grade right now.
I think it's the same for my 2 younger ones. Austin's in high school. She gets done at 2:30. I think she goes in at 7:30.
Okay, let me blow your minds. My kids have to be at school at 6 a.m. They're done at 11.
But shit.
Right?
Shit.
Do your
And they
kids
don't
even
have
go to
they
school?
don't have school buses. They don't have school buses. It is literally you have to pick up your kids.
I can understand that.
And how people can take time off work to go pick up their kids every day, I don't
It's
get.
crazy. Yeah.
It's even it was hard for me and my wife when we were both working for one of us to get off time to go pick up our kids, and nobody else seemed to complain about it but us. I was like,
Because y'all were busy.
where are you?
Y'all were busy and everybody. There's a lot of housewives around you, isn't there?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's very rare for both parents to work here, at least in Cancun, anyways. And
So all the men are always busy and the women are home with the kids.
mhm.
That's why she's enjoying her time so much. That's exactly what it is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, for the entire 12 years we've been together, we've both worked, or I've been at home with the kids while she worked because it's easier for her to get a
One
job
of you
here.
are always home with the kids. That's respected.
Yeah.
That's respected. That's respected.
Oh no, I'm looked upon as the weird guy because I'm the stay-at-home dad. Those parent-teacher meetings with all the moms and me, they were hilarious. Because A, I didn't know what the fuck anybody's talking about. B, the only guy.
Frida likes your cup, Glick. That's Dr. G. She rolls with Brother Shannon all the time.
Oh, thank you, Dr. G. Yeah, those are my boys.
Yeah.
Wolverines.
All y'all Michiganders.
Tony,
no,
did
yeah.
you get a chance to rewatch Red Dawn? You said you were going to watch it.
No, it came
Did you
on
get a
over the
chance?
weekend. I didn't watch it. I meant to.
Oh.
I tried to watch it one time. The old one slowed me down, but they said you got to watch the old one before you watch the new one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And honestly,
Well, the new one is so different.
the
So,
honest
Oh,
truth,
although
yeah.
everybody,
the twist on the
thing,
new one, holy
yes,
shit!
the biggest
You've never
thing
seen either one of them?
The biggest thing you need to know about Red Dawn, the original one, that was the very first PG-13 movie ever. I remember when it came out.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The very first
I
PG-13
did
movie
read that
ever.
somewhere.
Yes, because I remember when that bad boy came. We meant to go to the theaters and watch it. Me and my
Hell yeah.
homeboy.
Nice, Dr. G. I am a big Michigan fan. Love the
Yeah,
Wolverines.
he works at OSU.
So this
Born
week,
and raised in Ohio, and I work at OSU.
both Red Dawns, and I got to watch Batman. Batman's gonna get watched first. Though. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm debating if I
I
want to
think
wait.
I might actually take time later this week if I can get some free time.
I'm debating if I want to
Oh, I'm gonna.
wait and watch Batman this weekend with Cash, or go ahead and watch it this week before he gets here.
Watch it with him.
I think I might connect the computer up to the TV and watch it on my website.
Yep, get ready. I'm feeling the
Yeah,
same
no.
way.
Yeah, like I said, I just
I gotta get back to work.
like I almost want to watch it just to like pre-screen it, make sure it's going to be okay for everyone. Because I did the same
Well,
thing.
I
Like,
understand it looks kind of dark. And by the
Yeah.
way, I did see the trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder, and holy fuck, it looks good.
oh yeah,
Holy shit! I just saw the newest trailer just popped up on IMDb.
I didn't know it popped up already. What's the rating on that new Batman? Is it PG or what?
Hold on, let me check.
I have
rating.
no idea. Because I did the same thing with Deadpool because the girls wanted to see it, but
Oh yeah,
I got warned.
Deadpool's
I got warned about Deadpool. Oh, it's PG-13. Okay.
okay.
When Deadpool came out, my oldest wanted to see it, but he was a teenager. His mother called me and said, "I know you want to take him to go see movies. Do not take him to see Deadpool." I said, "Why?" She was like, "I am not hearing nothing good about it being for underage people." I started hitting
it's not.
everybody up. Everybody was like, "No, fuck no."
well, I mean, it wasn't. Considering,
it's
considering what my
references. It's a lot of stuff would go over kids' heads, but some stuff
considering
it'll stick
what
in
the
their head.
considering what the girls were already watching, outside of like the nudity and the sex scenes, which I just fast forwarded through.
There was no nudity. There was just sex scenes. On
There
the
was
first
just-
Deadpool,
in the first Deadpool, there's no sex scenes. Oh, there's no nudity.
There was
It's
nudity.
it's implied.
one
It's
tiny scene.
implied nudity.
Have you guys never seen Deadpool? There is nudity. They have an entire
Have it
like
on
5-minute fuck section.
Yeah, no, that's true, but it's implied nudity. You don't see her tits. You don't see anything.
No, you
I'm
don't.
pretty sure
It's
you see her
implied
tits.
nudity. No, you don't. 'Cause
It's a
I've
sex
watched
scene,
it
but you don't
several
see any
times.
body parts. Now, that one part when he was growing back, I'll give you that, but they didn't even really show it.
Right. Well, that's
Like I said, ass nudity.
yeah, ass nudity doesn't count.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're looking up the actress and you can see her naked, Chris?
She was in Gotham.
Really?
Was she?
I cannot get into it. I've
Yeah,
tried to watch Gotham a couple
she-
times.
It
I
was
can't.
okay
It's
at
slow
first,
burn.
but it started getting redundant to me.
She was
Yeah, kind of like Smallville,
I never watched Smallville. I can't.
she was
but it got redundant.
the doctor, Gordon's
The girlfriend?
Shrink.
Leslie Tompkins. After he left Barbara and he got with the other chick, that was the chick from Deadpool.
Oh, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's too slow of a burn for me for the first couple episodes.
It's the whole entire series is a slow burn. It's meant to be a slow burn.
Yeah.
Do you know what's slower than fucking? Well, I ain't gonna say that. The slowest TV show that I'm loving right now is fucking Mayans and Snowfall. Them two
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
slow as shit.
No, I'll tell you what. Did you watch Sons of Anarchy?
Of course.
Fucking Chris won't watch it because Opie.
No, I won't watch
He's
it
a
because
huge
I already
fan of
know.
the character.
Two was season
Plays
3. I
Opie.
skipped.
No, I like the guy who plays Opie, but that's not the only reason I'm not going to watch it. There's a lot of spoilers, and the spoilers make no fucking sense on why they did the things they did, especially the final spoil, like the finale of the show. It was just as bad as the way they fucking ended Sopranos. I'll still watch Sopranos, and I know some of the spoilers in Soprano, but I still want to watch The Sopranos because I've never watched it. But okay, we got this show that everybody's
I want to talk about a
losing.
slow burn.
We got this show that everybody's losing their minds about. How do we end it? Oh, I'm just gonna drive my motorcycle into a fucking semi.
No, but here, when you find out why he does it,
I don't care why he
it's a
did
whole
it. It's
other
stupid. It's like, why do you kill Opie? It's stupid. Why is Katie Seagal a dirty whore?
It's a twist in the plot.
She is. Well,
Yeah.
it's based on William Shakespeare, Hamlet.
Yeah.
And I'll say what.
Plus, you guys talk about shit that's just not believable at all. I'm sorry. The bits and pieces I've seen of that show. Come on.
Which show?
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons.
You're just gonna shoot up an entire town with the entire police department right there at a guy's funeral, and it's perfectly normal. It's a normal day in fucking Mayberry.
Well, no, that's because they're all those fucking cops were on the tape.
I'm not supposed to say this, but apparently the 1% clubs don't give a fuck what they do when they do it. They just do.
They don't. Trust me, I know. I've had conversations with some of them. Some of them used to be customers of mine. Well, I'll just say it because I don't care because I ain't worried about it because I don't have nothing to hide. But the Hells Angels had a Charleston chapter, and then they were a customer of mine for a minute. Nice guys.
Yeah, till you cross them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, which is the whole concept of the show of Sons is.
Well, they had business, and they were going to do it no matter what.
But I've also watched a lot of those documentaries and docuseries and stuff about motorcycle clubs and stuff like that. And yeah, they do some fucked up shit and they do some crazy ass shit. But nothing like some of the stuff I've seen in Sons of Anarchy. I'm like, come on now.
Yeah, I know somebody. It was like, nah.
No.
Yeah, like like I said, there was one scene where they were having a funeral for somebody. There was legitimately a fucking firefight in the middle of town, and it doesn't. And the entire two police departments
Hale
are
gets
there.
ran over.
I don't know. And then the cops are all just like, it is what it is. We're just gonna.
They ain't gonna stop it.
Well, yeah, but you got to understand, it all happened in Charming, and Charming PD was on the take with the exception of Hale, and Hale gets ran over by a fucking truck.
Yeah, but I mean, even you look at even though the mob never existed, the mafia is not real. It didn't exist. But I mean, look at how many, if the mob and/or mafia existed, look at how many departments and police officers and stuff were on the take. They still couldn't get away with half the shit that that they showed in Sons of Anarchy. Don't look at me like that. You're from New York. You know they don't exist. You know it's not real.
Well, shit.
It's not real.
Tony's
They'll
like,
tell
I
you.
ain't shit.
They'll tell you
They know me.
They never happened.
Right.
I know. Never existed. It was not a real thing. It was all made up in Hollywood, like the moon
There's a
landing.
reason why I don't talk about the cartel.
I don't talk about none of them fuckers. I don't talk about none of them.
I have nothing but love for them.
I'm not in your way.
Yep.
Says the guy that wants to buy a big fuck off flashy vehicle.
Which is why I don't.
Tony or Jeffrey.
I do. I want one
Well,
myself.
the
Yeah, but you
problem
also
is
don't live in
there's not
Mexico.
just one. There's not just one. That's the problem. It's like you could be good with one, but completely on the outs with another.
Mm-hmm. And gentlemen, with that being said, we've, much like Boys to Men, we've come to the end of the road.
We belong together. You know that I'm right.
I was actually listening to that on the way home yesterday. I was listening to 90s and 2000s R&B music. It was cracking me up. I was loving it. I was like, man, I ain't listened to some of this shit in years.
Exactly.
I forgot about some of it. What's going on, Edward? Listen.
Yes.
Response, information, etc. for some of that. What's good? But we do appreciate you guys hanging out. We do appreciate you guys listening. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. We will be back Wednesday night with a brand new episode. So if you're not already, go ahead and download the Haps app. Give Nonsense a follow. Jesus Christ. There we go. Get that out of my system. You get the notification. You can come hang out in the chatters box with us. Also, feel free to check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And if you don't want to listen to us live, you don't want to hang out with us, you can always listen to us on Spotify and everywhere you get your podcast and jollies at. anytime you'd like. So go give us a follow, go give us a listen, give us a share. That'd be greatly appreciated. That's the easiest and cheapest way you guys can support us is by simply sharing. We do have a merch store if you're interested at all at teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. And if you'd like to email us about anything at all, go ahead and feel free to email us at nonsensical nonsense podcast at gmail.com. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. We will see you Wednesday night. We got a little Blacktop Mojo to end the show. If you're a fan of them, good on you. If you don't know who they are, check them out everywhere you stream music and on all social media at Blacktop Mojo. And if you are already a fan, tell a friend. These are a good group of guys working their asses off, doing their thing. And I'm very grateful that they allow us to use their music on our dumpster fire of a podcast.
That's right.
So I can't wait until the
sorry
day. I can't wait till the day that they are huge and Grammys and all that shit because I know they'll be there. But with that being said, got a little
We
Blacktop
can say
Mojo.
we were fans before they were fans.
Exactly, got a little Blacktop Mojo with I Am, and we will see you guys Wednesday for a brand new show. We out of here. Well, yeah, that's a little premature, Jeffrey.
You keep on crying on me, saying you're gonna leave. Well, now if you're gonna go, darling, I'll get the dough. Why should I change myself? Why should I change for you? No, I will not lay down. I am not chained to you. And I am what I am. Don't try to complicate this. I'm running out of patience. And I am what I am. You know you can't control me. You might as well start storming now. There ain't nothing you can say. I'm too set in my ways. And if you don't understand, well then I ain't your man. Why should I change myself? Why should I change for you? No, I will not lay down. I am not changing out. No, I am what I am. Don't try to complicate it. I'm running out of patience. I am what I am. You know you can't control me. You might as well start storming now. Don't try to complicate this. I'm running out of patience. I am what I am. You know you can't control me. You might as well start storming now.
All right, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. Jeffrey, let them know.
Deuces.
Well, that was hot. Not hot sexually, but like it came in hot and loud. Tony, do you care to leave the people with some words of wisdom?
Oh, I've thought of this long and hard. I just want to say.
Just the way you like it.
Mother made you, motherfuck you.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, join us Same nonsensical time, same nonsensical channel Wednesday night. Goodbye, motherfucker.